Oh yeah, I guess I should tune into the little note and see what the fuck we talking about.
So now,
It's still off here because I got my headphones in my hand. Let's see. It would be right about now. It would start.
all right, we live. Am I live?
What's up? Hope everybody is enjoying their day today. It is the Group Chat Podcast. We are live here on this Wednesday. It is another Group Chat Wednesday, and we've got some stuff figured out, man. Like we got Tommy in the flesh, not literally in the flesh, but we got him on video today instead of just the phone. We are going to be making some things happen during the course of the show. I'm Casey Gisclair. This is Nick Abear. This is Damian St. Pierre. Shout out to John Pete in the house today in our One More Round Studios live and in living color. Today, we're going to be talking about a big announcement because we are taking our show on the road. We've got some NBA final stuff to talk about. LSU's going to the College World Series. We'll talk about that. Boogie Cousins is suspended for the year in Puerto Rico. Don't know why he's even playing there to begin with. We got our Father's Day um, draft that we're doing. I'm telling you guys now, I'm going to win this. I've actually done some homework here. Victor Wembanyama is on a 10-day meditation retreat. Christy Martin is going to be the subject of a new movie. And we've got all sorts of things. Over, under, we got the Not Mott's mailbag brought to you by LaFouche Concert and Events Club. We got a loaded show. We're going to be live here until the sun comes up tomorrow, probably at this rate with what we got coming today. So, boys, before we get rolling in the world of sports, what we got going on today? How we doing?
I'm doing good. How about you, Casey?
Fine. Doing wonderful.
I'm doing pretty damn good. Somewhat prepped for today. I would say I'd give myself about a 6 out of 10. And it is hot as hell in here. If you can't tell, got some new lighting, and it is not attributed to the coolness in this room.
Mr. Bado, wonderful. I don't think we have an echo. Like we actually tested this out. I think it's going to be smooth today. Knock on wood. How we doing today, sir?
I'm doing fine. Just sitting here waiting to echo.
Me too.
Suffering a rain delay, so no baseball, and we have accomplished bath time before 6:30, so we are good.
Wow.
Big things happening over there. We got people in bags of chips. We got bath time taken care of. Everything going smooth out there.
And Nick's jealousy towards Tommy's size of video.
Look, Nick was holding out. Like we had to sign some papers and everything. Nick was furious at the size of Tommy on the screen, but we were able to smooth that over. Right out of the gate, do you guys want to announce the big news of where we're going to be on July the 12th?
Let's go.
Well, last week, and you know, it's crazy how it worked. Like Mustang Mike was just calling Damien to just like talk, like, hey, bud, you know, how you doing? And he just so happened to call while we were on the air. And Damien said, hey, bud, you're on the air. So we had him on and we talked for about 20, 25 minutes about wrestling and his upcoming show in Morgan City. And we got our wheels spinning after we got off the air. We're like, hey, how could we make this thing a reality? Like, yeah, we would love to go. We'd love to cover the event, but like, how can we get them some bang for their buck? And we decided, well, we're going to go do a pre-show. So we are going to be live on location from the arena out there. What is it? The Morgan City Auditorium. Yeah. So we're going to be out there July the 12th. About an hour and a half, 2 hours before the show, we'll go live, get the cameras rolling. We'll be talking to some of the guys who will be in action. We'll be talking to some of the fans in attendance. So, man, looking forward to that. And hey, look, this is an open invite in addition to an announcement. If you've got an event, if you've got, you know, a big game, a big fight, a big whatever, and you want some guys to hype you up, well, we're those dudes. We'd be happy to be there. We're going to be starting that thing off on July the 12th out there in Morgan City. Looking forward to it.
Casey, I don't know if I told anybody this, but we may have something next weekend as well.
Sweet.
Justin Verdun has been in contact with us about his MMA fights on Saturday, kind of asking us what we could do, what services we could provide. So, man, look, we've been doing a ton of work on our website. We got a ton of information on there. It's kind of a one-stop shop. You don't have to go and find a bunch of different links to a bunch of different things we're doing. So if you go to group chat podcastdtb.com and you look under hire us, you could get a little rundown of some things that we could offer your event, whether you're a fundraising event, nonprofit. So I guess our goal and how we're going to sell this. So if we're at a local show and you're trying to sell some last minute tickets or trying to get some last minute people in the door, we go live 2 hours prior to the start time. We're going to sell those tickets. We've been accused of way worse than being a salesman, and we're pretty damn good at that. So what we're planning on doing some live interviews with whoever's. We'll just talk about the wrestling show with some of the wrestlers, some of the fans, some of the folks in attendance, hype up the card, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. Nick, is everyone we're going to speak to, are they going to be fluent in English?
Absolutely not. Anybody I can get that doesn't speak English, I'm sending them right to Casey.
I've been working on
And
my
I'm going to blame it
Rosetta
on Mott for
Stone.
the next 10 years.
Tommy, I know that you got some weekend plans that July 12th. Is there any chance we get you out there in Morgan City, brother?
0% chance if it's on July 12th.
Ah, mates.
So speaking of where Tommy's at, that is a goal of mine, is to get hired on to do live shows at a live show at a rodeo.
Let's do it.
fishing
I'm
rodeo.
sure we can make that happen.
We got enough connections, and we're just putting that out there, just casting the line.
I'm
Who
thinking of
does?
one.
Who does all the
at-
events? These guys.
These guys. I'm thinking of one that's at, let's say, Bridgeside Marina, that is about ready to have their 10th event. Not throwing any names out there. They maybe run a lumber mill. Just saying.
That's who I was thinking about.
I got sent something today for one in Fushaw Marina. It's shoots and ladders, hooks and
Hooks and leaders.
Something
I know.
like that.
I didn't know we were giving away actual names.
Shoots and ladders, he said.
So speaking of 10th events, this is our 10th actual podcast.
Come on.
Yep.
That's including the first go round, or like the first,
No,
the 10th group chat.
The revamp group chat
Sweet.
podcast. This is our 10th episode.
You know, we are like Mama's Family, because Mama's Family did a run, took a hiatus for like 4 years, and then did another run. We're the same thing, dude.
Best TV mom ever, by the way. Got snubbed by the voting.
Y'all are going to get slaughtered in the dad draft today. I've been spending time with Big Steve. We've been discussing this. We've been hashing it. Y'all are going to get slaughtered in the dad draft.
Or is this the dad draft chat? Because I have a really good zinger.
Sure, go ahead.
So let me make sure I don't misquote myself, because I was funny earlier. Now I feel like shit. So I'm coming in undefeated, right? I'm 1-0 on the moms, and I'm
1-0 on the moms.
hoping Tommy doesn't go with the same strategy as he had in the mom draft, although it is Pride Month.
Any rebuttal there, Mr. Boudreaux?
Big Box Botto.
Well, I probably won't be supporting the theme of the month, but I'm very happy that I'm here and will know hopefully the criteria for this draft, so I just don't go in balls to the wall with my own little Jerry Jones style draft.
Okay, fair enough. Well, we'll be getting to that a little later on. We're looking forward to that. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. It's never too early to celebrate. That's coming up on Sunday. NBA Finals, Game 3 today. We have a 1-1 series. Game 3 will be in Indiana. The Pacers stole Game 1. The Thunder beat up on them in Game 2. Las Vegas has not blinked. They still have the Thunder as big favorites in the series, despite losing home court advantage. Tonight in Indianapolis, the Thunder are still a favorite to win. They're a 6-point favorite in the game today. So I'm going to ask you three gents, does your watching the first two games change your opinion of the series? Nick, kind of sort of picked Indiana, even though like that was pretty much AI who did that. All of the rest of us said that we
Yes, it
favored the
was.
Thunder.
No.
Do our opinions change any on how this series is going to go?
I said from the start of the series, Pacers in 6. Why Pacers in 6? Because they're not going to steal another game in Oklahoma City. They're going to hold serve at home, lose again in Oklahoma City, and win the championship when they come back to Gainbridge Arena or whatever the hell it is.
All right, fair enough. Tommy, still Thunder? Or are you a little worried about your initial pick?
I'm not really worried. I think the Pacers stole that in game 1. I don't see, I never saw them beating them in a 7-game series, as unfortunate as it is. So I did enjoy the first game. I would love to see Halliburton maybe put on something similar to an SGA performance and kind of maybe, another choke symbol, maybe some overrate that noise just to make it more interesting. But I still think the Thunder end up taking it.
Did Chop just say in the chat Tommy's Iola Boylan? So from now on, Tommy, as soon as you come on, you got to say knock knock.
I don't even know who that is.
That's Mama's family.
Tommy just said he doesn't know who Iola Boylan is.
That's the friend of
Knock knock.
Mama. Though a really
stars of the show.
tightly wound friend.
Who is desperately and madly in love with Vint.
Oh, Mama. Okay, let's talk about this series. Okay.
Overrated show.
Whoa, below the belt.
So Pacers versus OKC. So every possession that the Pacers have the ball, it's rushed. Every possession, every dribble is contested, every pass is contested, and they can never get a good shot. And then OKC goes down the court and gets open shots. It's hard to win a series, hard to win a game, very hard to win a series when that is the result on every possession.
You just picked Indiana.
I know, but I think things are going to change. I think Rick Carlisle is a genius, and he's going to scheme up something better than what they've been doing. So I feel like tonight is going to be kind of a shift in the series.
Okay, Damian, we didn't even get your thoughts, man. You still Oklahoma City, or you think Indiana has shown you something in this first 2 games?
I think that game 1, they literally they instilled their will on them in the late game situation. They had an opportunity again to come back in game 2. I don't think the Thunder are going to let that happen. And if they did, I would be the happiest person in the world. I'm a Pacers guy, but I also like to make money, and I understand how basketball works. I don't think the Pacers role players are showing up for the rest of the series as they did in game 1. I think the youth of the Thunder is gonna reign supreme throughout the rest of this, and my prediction may be right on.
All right, you said Thunder in 5.
Yep.
Ooh, so you're going to Oklahoma City the rest of the way. So, well, I guess we got Damian's answer. We're not talking series anymore, boys. We're just talking who's gonna win today. What y'all got? Game 3 tipping off in about 30 minutes out there. We got Indiana going up 2-1, or will the Thunder get back home court advantage tonight?
I guess I gave my answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Indiana's going to take this one. Look for Pascal Siakam to be a big contributor on offense. And look, a lot of people are thinking, oh, Halliburton's not scoring 20, 30 points, that he's having a bad series. Dude's a distributor. He's got to get the ball to his people, Nembhard, and others got to hit shots. And then Pascal Siakam can carry that offense. Look for the Pacers to take this game.
Tommy?
I think the Thunder will take this one probably handily. I'm hoping that at least TJ McConnell brings his lunch pail and his hard hat and becomes a pest and goes in a little spurt by himself. But I think the Thunder win this one, and then the Pacers will take next game at home to kind of make it interesting, and then it's all she wrote.
You know how I know Tommy sounds fantastic? Because there's not one roast in the chat.
No one is making fun of Tommy for echoing, so that means we are smooth sailing. And guys, do you guys know what we had to do to get Tommy to get right? All we had to do was turn off the echo setting. I mean, isn't that something?
100%. That gets cut out of the actual pod because y'all are going to blame it on me for the entirety of this freaking podcast.
You did it. So no, it's not getting cut.
You're y'all wouldn't let me in. No, because y'all have to start at 5 or 6, and I have bad time in baseball.
Big Box Botto.
Big Box Botto is trying to dictate the rules. And all right, so I see you guys have this year Shady AI court logos. That's hideous. That's atrocious. What are we doing with that?
I don't understand. There has been zero interest from the NBA in this series, in my opinion. There's no patches on the uniforms. And if there is, tell me I'm wrong.
I think it's on the back above their name.
Great. That's exactly where you want it, in the back. There hasn't been anything special about these finals, and I think it's just because it's in two small market franchises, and they don't really care. They don't have to cater to the big sponsors in the big cities. And the AI logos, I think they actually got bullied into that. So game one, I don't think they had the championship logos. I don't think they had the finals logos on there. And then there was a big social media deal about them not doing it. And then in game two, it all of a sudden happens. And they've used fucking clip art to make the trophies and the logos. That's embarrassing.
I could tell you that the ratings are down. Last year drew a 5.7 rating, which is 10.99 million viewers. So far, we are at 4.7, which is 8.91 million viewers. So we're down about 2 million viewers from last year. Now, last year was Boston against Dallas, two larger markets. The last time we had a finals with ratings this low was Milwaukee and Phoenix in 2021, which drew 8.56 million viewers for game one. But as a whole, that series drew 9.91 million on average. So this is looking like it's going to be the lowest rated finals since COVID, since the bubble when the Lakers beat the Heat. So,
Casey, while you have that up,
sure.
I know we shit on literally every Pistons, Spurs era.
Yeah.
Check out the ratings for that and what that looked like.
Good.
Really?
10.57 million, 12.5 million average. The Pistons and the Lakers, when the Pistons beat the Lakers, 17.94 average.
It's a lot of people watching bad basketball.
Not much else to do in Detroit.
Detroit. Yeah. Now.
Can't drink water. Everybody's jobless.
Oh,
this
man.
is during the Obama administration.
Now, look,
I think this is George.
Just to go and say how far we have to come, the Jordan Bulls and the Jazz drew 35 million viewers, and we are now down to 8. So you figure that's 8, 16, 24, 30, 4.5 times fewer people from the Bulls and Jazz era. So where are all the people going, man? Like, what are they watching? If they're not watching the NBA anymore, what are they watching? Or is this just streaming? Like, whatever it is the sport really this much less popular than it was back then?
Watching Matlock.
Which one? The male or the female Matlock?
There was a female Matlock?
Oh, yes, there was.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Matilda Lock.
There's
Awesome
one right
show.
now, just like I think they made the Hulk a chick too. That was lovely.
Brutal.
So I was so I have not watched Food Network in probably 2 years. I just basically forgot that it existed because I couldn't find it on my YouTube TV subscription.
Happens.
Randomly turned it on last night, and my wife and I were watching, and I said, "Oh, they've swallowed the wokeness."
Oh, yeah?
Not one straight white male on anything. I say straight. I'm talking about Guy Fieri's on there as well. He's kind of borderline. That's the straightest person on Food Network.
Fair enough. What were they cooking?
Actually, Nick's gonna laugh at this. One of them was cow tongue. It was Cutthroat Kitchen.
Thought you were gonna say pasta fagioli or something like that.
It was pretty. It's actually, I mean, it's a cool premise. If you watch Cutthroat Kitchen, it's literally cutthroat. So they had X amount of proteins. They did the old school Price is Right Plinko game
That's pretty cool.
to select whatever protein you had, and then whenever they went to the supply cabinet, they didn't have any spices. So this lady was all gung ho that she got this 4-inch porterhouse steak or ribeye steak or whatever, and she had no seasoning.
Oh,
This wouldn't be the episode where the dude had to cook duck on a hot dog spinner.
That
would
is
be?
it. That is exactly
I
it.
watched
So-
the exact same thing last night.
So there's a guy, they put him in, it was a country club, whatever cook off where you had to create something fancy. And the guy had duck breast. And one of the cutthroat things were, so you bid on stuff. You have X amount of dollars and you bid on try to cutthroat your competition. The guy had to cook duck breast on a hot dog roller.
See, it was actually
I love
great
me a good hot
because
dog roller.
this dude had the money and made some chick go cook on it, and then they threw a curveball in the middle, and the chick used her money to sabotage him. So like you could switch stations mid cook off. So this dude ended up getting screwed by his own game. So it was actually, yeah, that was a pretty fun episode.
So let me ask you guys a food TV or Food Network question here. When we're watching, like, let's say Iron Chef, are we rooting for the underdog? Or are we rooting for Goliath to destroy David?
Depends who it is.
Yeah.
I always want to see Bobby Flay get beat on his Beat Bobby
See, I
Flay
always
show.
wanna see him win.
Nick,
He
are
always
you,
makes tacos.
you want the champ to win, or do you want the underdog to go over?
I just watched Cake Boss.
Yeah.
That dude's fucking old.
Oh, buddy Valestro.
Do you
Oh,
all?
wait, I'm thinking of Duff.
No, no,
That's not the same guy.
no.
That's the ace
So-
of cakes.
You're not a Duff guy.
No.
I don't even know what that is.
You know, one thing that freaks me out, dude, and I see these videos on social media all the time, is these people that, like right now, if I just came with a knife, cut this cannon, it'd be cake. Cut this microphone, it'd be cake. Cut my skull, and it would be cake. Like that freaks me out. We've
Is
we've
it
gone
cakes?
way too far with this. Like
Oh, Cakesy.
it's unbelievable. And yeah, we got somebody
Sassy.
who misspelled or mispronounced my name. We'll get to that a little later. But dude, like they're too good at that stuff, man. They're too good. Like right now, they can just come in here, cut this refrigerator open, and oh, it's a slice of cake. They're way too good at that stuff. It freaks me out.
Some dude had the girl that hosts that show on his talk show, and the chair that she sat on was made of cake.
Oh, dude,
What a
like, see, that's
prank.
too much.
What a prank.
That's too much.
That was next level.
Oh man. Let's
Technical wise, I'm wondering if the fact that we have the phone plugged in, if that's why they can't hear the computer, if they hear everything that's coming from the phone instead.
probably so. Play something and ask them. I mean, that's the easiest way to roll.
Play some what, Casey?
Play some Creed, baby.
Yep. I'll just play so we don't get kicked off anymore.
When you are with me.
I'll just play the intro of our show.
Hell yeah, bro.
Hell yeah, brother.
How did we get that? What, like you said, you got an app?
You got an
There's
AI.
There's an app.
Speaking of Food Network, shout out RIP, the original Man vs. Food.
I'm wondering if you're in the chat, let me know if you can hear our theme song right now.
Oh, John's saying yeah.
Cool. So that's the thing.
All right, sweet.
We'll just
So-
go through the phone.
yeah, well, we got that sorted out. That's
Also-
we're learning stuff on the fly here.
Phone lines are open. You can see at the bottom of your screen the phone number there if you want to call and chat.
281-330-8004. No?
Who?
Nick's,
Jones.
Nick's famous line. I know you know my homeboy, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Look at that. Even Aaron giving us a shout out and cooperating, helping us out.
Aaron's got a house full of kids right now. God
Yeah.
bless her.
Let's talk about the College World Series right now. We'll break down LSU's matchup with Arkansas. We'll break down North Carolina State and Cancun. Tommy, what's going on, man? I was rooting for North Carolina. I know I said I wasn't. I actually was. But, dude, I was disappointed, man. We crushed them in game one. Like, beat the hell out of them 18-2. And then what the bleep, man? What happened?
They had some questionable pitching changes, I believe, in the relief, and then I know there was a botched double play ball that kind of really just turned the tide. And after they went down in the seventh, it was over. They had the bases loaded in the eighth, ready to take the lead, no outs, and just shit the bed. It was horrible.
Yeah, it sure was. We did get a little bit of remorse. Duke lost to Murray State. That was pretty good. LSU does move on. I know it doesn't do anything for Tommy, but for Nick and Damien and I, that's some good stuff.
Yeah, I was pretty pumped up to see that a team that has a stadium that holds 800 is beating the Master Duke.
With a coach that is on a salary of $60,000,
Who cuts his
Unbelievable.
own grass?
cuts
I
his
know-
own grass. Do
cuts
we
the
believe
field.
that? Do we believe that meme is right?
You got a baseball coach who loves. I'm in general speaking. I'm sure prides himself on their field. I'm sure they got a love for some type of grass cutting. Or
No, I
groundskeeping.
don't doubt that he cuts the grass, but do we really believe $60K? Like I feel like Chandler's making more than that down the bayou at South Lafourche. Like I don't believe that $60K number.
That's how much I'd pay a baseball coach.
Well, you don't think they should exist, so
Hold on, let's get Jaro's chime in. Ready?
Oh, great point, Gyro. Yeah, that's right. Moving on.
Jamie, I think that's a good idea.
I was about to say he's the king of the talking in Damien's mic from Nick's position.
Oh, Nick just snorted. And it's not even 7:15.
So Las Vegas thinks that Saturday is going to go a long way in deciding how the College World Series goes. LSU and Arkansas are by far and away the two biggest favorites. Arkansas is 2-1, LSU's 2.3-1. Everybody else is chasing the tail. Coastal Carolina 6-1, Oregon State 6.5-1, UCLA 8.5-1, Arizona 14-1, Louisville 16-1, Murray State 42-1. So the question I've been asking all these baseball mother truckers all week is if LSU has a chance on Saturday, and they're going to start Kate Anderson, but let's assume for a second that they're winning, I don't know, 4-2 in the 8th inning, and Anderson starts wearing down. Do you go to Kason Evans, who's your closer, but he is a true freshman, or do you go to Anthony Ianson, who's probably the second best pitcher in the country, and risk maybe not having him available for game 2, knowing that if you beat Arkansas once, you are in the driver's seat? I've talked to baseball coaches all week. They have been 50-50. How do you guys see this? Ianson has pitched in relief twice this season, both in the postseason. What are you guys doing if it's a close game late?
I'm unreluctantly, or I guess reluctantly, whatever you want to say. I'm not watching any baseball.
No?
And I'm very concerned about that. I'm more concerned about the Jello shot consumption right now.
Oh, we're going to talk about that.
Than I am the games. Schedules have not aligned to make my baseball watching happening. I've watched more Oregon State and Florida State than I have LSU, which is sad.
Nick, you're the big Ianson and Anderson guy. You were telling us a rundown of the lineup and everything before game 2. What's Jay Johnson going to do? Is he going to be traditional or is he going to be unconventional if it's a close game Saturday and the Tigers have the lead?
If I know Jay Johnson like I know Jay Johnson, he's starting Anderson. Wait, who's the top guy? Who's the top guy?
Anderson will start Saturday probably.
Anderson's getting the start. Ianson's coming in for the second game against who we play in the second? Murray State, maybe?
It would either be Murray State or UCLA, depending on if we win or we lose. So no Ianson in relief. He's going to start game 2.
Starting game 2.
All right.
Why would you not start him in game 2? Why would you bring him in relief? I mean, I understand.
Because if you beat Arkansas, you're sitting in the fucking catbird seat.
That's a huge first game.
Yeah,
that I know.
understand that, but you have who's the reliever?
The only thing good about UCLA is this song.
She just moved to LA, go to UCLA.
Only good thing.
Kicked off of YouTube.
Is UCLA going to be able to make it to Omaha with all the freaking protests and riots and
Shit, they might be there already.
I'm sure they have no white males. They're going to be fine.
They do have Stephanie Tanner, though.
Yeah, fair enough. Full House and talking about colleges and Full House is a little bit of a sensitive subject, though, huh, Aunt Becky? I mean, how'd that go?
So how did LSU and Arkansas stack up this season in head-to-head games?
We beat them 2 out of 3. We won the first 2 games, and then they beat us the 3rd game. But the second game, we run-ruled them 13-3.
And is that kind of what's expected?
They're actually favored to beat us slightly.
Oh, those motherfuckers.
But I mean, it's real close. Like they're like minus 115. We're like plus 105. So
And
I
how
mean,
does-
it's basically a pick.
How's UCLA? And I know Murray State's kinda
UCLA
the
heavily
far-
favored to beat Murray State. So if LSU loses that game, they're very likely going to be playing Murray State in the second game.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So that'll be going on Saturday, 6 o'clock. Y'all, LSU fans are fucking insane. Arkansas fans are not far behind. That place is going to be rocking on Saturday at 6 o'clock. That is going to be sold out. That's going to be loud. If you are just a casual fan of sports in general, that's going to be one that you're going to want to see. Now, let's talk about the Rocco's Pizza Jello Shot Challenge.
Nobody's hearing that.
LSU, last time they were in Omaha, consumed 68,888 Jello shots, which broke the previous record of 18,000. We had a College World Series last year without LSU, and no one even got close to the 68,000 mark. And a lot of it has to do with how long you're there, right? Whenever LSU broke the record in 2023, it's because they were there the whole time. They won the championship. If the Tigers make a little push, make it to the Final Four, make it to the championship series, is this record in jeopardy this weekend?
That's an over/under question later.
All right. Well, and there you go. Maybe we could save that for later. Now, let me ask you this. Will LSU win the competition this year? Or will somebody like Arkansas, whatever it may be, will somebody like that come up and one-up us and maybe take our title
Oh,
away?
no
So
way.
I'm an LSU homer, but I think the way that it got done last time was a little crappy. You got Todd Graves just going in there and just pretty much donating money to the cause. And if you're gonna win it, let's drink it. If you're gonna buy them, let's drink them. Not just have Todd Graves go in there and YOLO.
I'm with you. To be fair, they had already broken the record, but yeah, it got inflated at the end. It became very commercialized at the end. Tommy, are you going to buy some Jello shots on behalf of your guys, UL? Oh, wait, never mind. That's Louisville, bro. Sorry.
No, I'm not going to do the cheap thing that Damian mentioned, like your boy go to McKernan and fly in on my private jet and buy Jello shots to pass out to random people who aren't even fans of the team I'm buying the shots for. So no.
You know what's bad? That's 2 shows in a row. Tommy and I actually agree on stuff. That's not good for rating.
No, it's not. It's not good for ratings. But here's the thing, man. Like, I get what y'all are saying. It does cheapen it, but the money's going to charity. So I don't give a shit if they're going out there throwing money in the air. It's going to people in need.
So I did hear on the radio this morning that they have taken Neck off of the jukebox at Rocco's.
Oh, that's
what-
not any good.
Why
The
would you
guy
do, why would you
said
do that?
when he put
Yeah, when he
LSU
wrote
on the
those-
board, he said, "Let the band play Neck" or some shit like that.
Do we really need to like actually hear the notes to like? I feel like we could hum that and just play it at any time we want.
In the
I'd be
interview,
fine
the
never
guy
hearing it
said-
again.
Of course you would. In the interview, the guy did say, the owner of Rocco's, the guy, quote unquote, did say that we'll hear it enough because there's people with trumpets and all kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
different stuff, which I went to the LSU USC game in Las Vegas, the opener this year, and it happened. I was right on the side of the cat, started playing Neck on his trumpet or saxophone or xylophone, whatever it was, and it was pretty cool.
That'd be
Right in Reggie Bush's ear.
bet that'd be the Rock Don Morocco who owns Rocco's. Different guy.
That would be
So
awesome.
all this money's donated to charity.
Yeah. It's not just like for the
I thought they
Bar.
were just like raking in billions of dollars every
No,
College
no,
World
no,
Series.
no,
I'm
no.
sure they're making some money.
Yeah. I mean, I think that they're gonna, be a break-even point at some point. They're not losing money off of it, but they are donating to food banks in Omaha. Weather shouldn't be an issue. It's supposed to be sunny and clear. I say it shouldn't be an issue. It shouldn't be an issue this weekend. Next week in Omaha, it is supposed to be a problem. So Saturday shouldn't be an issue, but next week weather should be an issue out there in Omaha, Nebraska.
Gyro's in the chat. Gyro, we just shouted you out a little bit earlier.
Fucking good about you, bro.
You heard it. Yep. Great.
Yeah.
Hope you heard it.
Hey,
But before before we get to the NCAA stuff, Nick found this, and I actually saw this also on social media. And I saw the penalty ruling handed out to DeMarcus Cousins today, where he's been suspended for the rest of the season in Puerto Rico, where he was involved in a brawl. He was going wild, man. I don't know if he got hard fouled or what the deal was, but he's trying to fight with everybody on the bench. He's trying to fight with people in the stands. They're throwing drinks at him. Like my boy Boogie's going nuts. So my first question was, I mean, the dude has at one time had a $100 million contract. What the fuck are you even doing in Puerto Rico? That's the first thing. And then the second thing is Puerto Rico, they suspend him for the rest of the season. I also wonder about that. Like, he's probably your only draw. And they gave him a $10,000 fine, which, like, what are we even doing? Like, I don't know. This whole thing just feels weird. I would have thought for Puerto Rico, they would have saw this as a business opportunity. Like, hey, we're finally in the spotlight. Let's showcase this guy more. Instead, they throw him out of the league.
You think that's the same league that the guy from down here that owes me $200 played in?
Probably so. So for the first time ever, people realize there's a league in Puerto Rico. So I mean, they just threw out their biggest star because he got in a little tussle.
Oh, it's
But-
more than that. I mean, it was a brawl.
So
but-
from what I've seen, there was a fan that was just giving him the double birds from his seats, and Boogie went slap his hand down or whatever, and then it kind of grew from there. But he was getting peppered with drinks and food and kind of crashed out a little bit.
Well, judging by the size of Boogie in that video, if he would actually caught some of that food clean, he probably would have been happy with it. I don't know if he's eating it off the floor, but my guy looks every bit north of 300 right now.
I'm not liking all this Boogie Cousins hate. I have a very, very soft spot for Boogie.
He was good to your kid. I get
So,
that.
Quick story. Story time. we went to a Pelicans basketball camp with a bunch of bitty basketball kids. I snuck my 6-year-old kid in, who at the time was 6. And there's no person in the world that's been nicer to my kid than Boogie Cousins. Boogie grabbed her, let her dunk off his shoulders, and it was awesome. I was a Boogie Cousins fan before then, and I don't care whatever he does for the rest of his career, fighting Puerto Rican fans. Doesn't matter. I'm pro Boogie Cousins 24/7.
I
Well-
just don't get. Go ahead, Tommy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm assuming that was Kim. So if he was actually nice to her, then wow, then that's saying a lot. Dude's got an angel watching over him to be that nice.
Why is he in Puerto Rico, y'all? Like, dude, I mean, I get it. You know, hey, love of the game, whatever. But like, you could play in the Big Three. Like, does he really think he's getting back into the NBA? Like, that ship has long sailed. Like, what is he even doing out there? Why are you even in that situation?
I think you made the point. It's the love of the game. It's the same thing we've chatted about with these pro boxers that are 60, 50, 60 years old that are just, that's all they know. So why not play? The dude's got, I'm sure he has a ton of money still. He just wants to play basketball, and that's the only league that has an opportunity for him. And obviously, it's working out well.
Right.
It looks like the LA riots right now.
I saw. Well, I'm told on the news that those are not actually riots; those are peaceful protests.
Mostly peaceful.
Yeah, mostly
yeah, it
peaceful
looked-
protests.
It looked like Nick. I'm gonna defer this question to you. It's a little bit. Nick's the only. Casey, have you been to Chicago before?
Nope, have not.
I haven't either. So Nick, Ryan wants to know best pizza place in Chicago.
Oh, okay.
He was so prepared.
There's
for this.
so many different types of pizza in Chicago. There's Pequod's, which is really, really good. Love Pequod's. Different
Go.
type of pizza than
Go.
Giordano's, Gino's East. But there's a little hole in the wall place called Chicago Pizza and Oven Grinder. It's basically an upside down pizza served in a bowl, and then they scoop it out for you. It is freaking amazing.
So it's not pizza.
It's not pizza. It's like a
Oh, wait, so upside
Okay.
down.
they put cheese and pepperonis and sausage
What's
in
the
a
name?
bowl.
What's the name of this place?
Chicago
in a
Pizza
bowl.
and Oven Grinder. It's not a gay website thing. Chicago
I'm
Pizza
about
and
to
Oven
say
Grinder.
Nick's on Grinder, and it's June. I'm a little worried.
So there's
Oh my god.
it's like they put sauce, mushrooms, sausage, and I don't think they put pepperoni in there.
In a
Put some
bowl.
cheese in a bowl and wrap the top of it with a dough, and then they bake it.
So it's like a pie.
Yes. And then when they bring it to you, they flip it over and they cut off the bowl part of it.
Oh, it's a fucking hot pocket, dude. It sounds amazing.
It's a bread bowl that has pizza sauce and
Yeah.
sausage and cheese and amazing.
So I'm gonna bring it up there, Nicholas.
Yes, that looks pretty legit. Looks like a hot pocket without a top.
Is that it, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a
It's
stuffed
very
mushroom.
hard to get into, but
It was like, you mean like waiting?
it's a
Waiting
long wait
list
every
and-
single time. It's a small restaurant, and there was I don't know if he's still there, but there was a
Oh,
really
that looks good.
really old guy that works the door, really like old. I think he was a little Mexican dude. And you tell him your name, how many's in your party, and then he doesn't write anything down. And you walk out and you're like, there's no way this dude's gonna remember anything. 45 minutes later, the little dude walks out. Nick, Claire, right here, table for two. Come on.
See, that's what's missing in life. A dude like that working at a restaurant. Now you got, and God, that was about to be bad. Now you got people that
I was holding my breath.
that don't care about anything. The last thing they want to do is serve you or be nice to you. They're just there for the 8 cents an hour that they're making. That's the difference that was the big thing to me. And RIP Mr. Harris at the Leeville Seafood Restaurant obviously in Leeville. He was always at that back table, no matter what. And you always got a chance. He always came talk to you. Same thing at Melvin's in Houma. When the RIP Mr. Melvin, he was always at that table. And now that he's passed away, we went there for Valentine's, and I love his son to death, but the service was terrible. We waited 45 minutes to get served. We got half of the food that we had prepaid for. It was just terrible. You need an old guy that cares and that wants to be there to make your restaurant go.
Yeah, I get that. I totally understand that. Oh yeah, we were talking about Boogie. He ain't going to the NBA again. He's done. That
he's
ship has sailed. Everything's good there. All right, so let's talk about this. We gave Tommy a little bit of a homework assignment. I don't know if he's actually done a whole bunch of research on this, but we only gave him a couple hours. But we have a settlement reached between the NCAA and some folks who have been suing the NCAA in an antitrust lawsuit, where the NCAA is going to owe, I think the number is $7 billion of back pay towards athletes from like 2016 to 2022 or something like that. And then in the future, these universities who opt into this are going to be paying their student athletes via a salary cap system where they're going to pay the athletes directly. LSU, Brian Kelly has long been saying, hey, this is what we need. This is the way we get the sleaze bags out of the sport. This is the way that we get these middlemen and these agents out of the sport. Tommy, with one of the big questions we had, this $20 million number that we're seeing, is this per sport? Is this per university? Like, what are we looking? Do you know? Because here's my thing. If I'm thinking LSU, by the time you pay Flaugier, by the time you pay the quarterback, by the time you pay the star running back, that's already $20 million. And then everybody else in the university is asked out. So what are we looking at here? Do you know?
Okay, so here is what I know. The ruling was actually 2.8 in back pay, so 2.8 billion to be paid to former athletes for lost NIL. Is what they're calling it. Okay, and what's happening is now all of the program or all of the schools are getting participating what's called revenue sharing, and so what they're proposing is that it's 22% of their athletic revenue, which equates to about 20.5 mil a year, and that's going to all major sports. So the breakdown,
Major
and
sports. Define what that is.
so I'm pretty sure it's football, basketball, baseball, and track and field, I think is
Okay.
what they're saying. And I'm trying to see the key, but basically what I was looking at is it's something. Let's say this is kind of like between 13 and 16 mil to go to football, 2 to 5 to go to basketball, and then track and field and other sports, baseball and stuff like that, would get the rest. So I don't know exactly where these other schools are coming in, but what I do know, and so this knowledge is because I follow UNC's like beat writers and stuff like that, and they had kind of, as UNC fans, we've been seeing this, and
feces.
yeah, we've been feces. We've been seeing, Arkansas and basically the SEC coming in and just railroading basketball and kind of ruining the love of the AAC that we had.
Yep.
It's supposedly going to be a good thing because I think what it's going to do is kind of cut down what you were saying is the quarterbacks won't be getting 18, 19 million anymore. It's going to fix those outrageous contracts that these guys have been getting. And the other big thing is now we might really see NIL because any third-party NIL deal over $600 has to get approved by the clearinghouse, by the the NIL clearinghouse.
So it can't just be pay for play anymore. You're going to have to
That is
actually be on a commercial.
specifically what they're going against. Now, the only thing, and this is coming directly from like the UNC boards and stuff like that, is schools like UNC with like the Jordan Brand contracts and things like that are now going to have an upper hand over some of these SEC schools because of the way that they can incorporate their athletes to get maybe on a Jordan commercial or things like that. And I guess some of these collectives might be under scrutiny now for their pay to play kind of things. You're looking at one of the big proponents was Kentucky and now Arkansas, and then like how Georgia and Florida became like huge players. So that's kind of just what's been discussed, but that is the number. And it's supposed to be 20.5 million through all the sports to be revenue shared.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I have a question because I don't listen to Tommy when he talks. So you're saying it's capped, and anything over that it has to be approved? Is that what's being talked about?
Okay. Go ahead, Tommy. Ask you.
And so this is essentially what and I looked at 4 different articles and kind of summarized them into one and tried to compare it. But it's basically saying the ruling or whatever's coming out says schools can allocate up to 22% of their defined revenues, which comes from TV, tickets, sponsorships. 22%. I mean, I guess the more you make, so they're just, I guess that's like, maybe the national average for the power fives would be a 20.5 million cap in year one. I'm guessing that's going to keep going up as networks and deals come up and more money's pumped into the sport or whatever. But it's supposed to be, yeah, like 20.5 is your cap. So if your football team is the GOAT, so I guess let's take LSU. Obviously, LSU, what's their best sports? Football, baseball. So maybe they want to pay more for baseball to continue that. So they might go, hey, we're getting 15 mil for our football program, 4 mil for baseball, and whatever's left over is going to go to basketball. I guess it's up to the school how to cut it, but that's essentially what they're saying. Most of these schools have their gravy trains. Obviously, UNC would pay more to basketball, but maybe now they got Belichick. I don't know. Football is obviously going to demand most of these schools' money, but it's just saying that, hey, that's the hard cap for athletics based off of what your athletics program brings in.
Well, I can tell you that just hearing this for the first time, I don't like that at all. I don't think that helps anything. I think that's going to hurt the smaller sports because they're not going to get as much money, and you're going to have to pretty much pick a sport that you want to be good at.
Well, here's the thing. And I actually had Jonathan Terrell, the athletic director at Nicholls State University, on the radio show today, and he is at an athletic directors conference in Orlando right now. And he said, I'm telling you what's going to happen based on conversations that we're having. 7-8 years from now, you're going to see all the schools but you could either opt in to doing this or you could opt out. Nicholls is going to opt out. They don't even have a $20 million athletic budget, much less that to pay players. So Jonathan Terrell told me today, he said within the next 5 to 10 years, LSU, Alabama, Ohio State, Michigan, Kentucky, Purdue, like the big schools, think of like the 50 to 60 biggest schools that you could think of, are going to form their own college athletic association. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, hey, that's badass. Like it'd be a college version of the NFL. Well, think about that. There's no more NCAA tournament if you do that. There's no more Nicholls winning their conference championship and competing for the same trophy that Duke and North Carolina competing for. There's no more Murray State in the College World Series. They won't even be in the same league. They won't even be in the same thing anymore. So, yeah, we would get a lot of iron versus iron games. We get LSU playing Ohio State. We get LSU playing Michigan. But the little guy would get squished like a bug. And I think that kind of sucks. Like we wouldn't have any more Cinderellas anymore at all. And I do think that that's very unfortunate.
I think over the last couple of years with NIL being such a big deal like it is, I think we've already ventured in towards that. The upsets haven't been very much, specifically over the last 2 years. I can remember 3 years ago betting $10 on every underdog and I made a killing. And over the last 2 years, I just didn't do it because it's just not there. And we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. I think that was a question, I think specifically from Marcus, who just chimed in, that's what we're thinking is going to happen, and that's the road that we're all going down. And they're going to have some type of tournament, but the Cinderella has no glass slipper.
No, it's going to be like the NBA where they're going to have a tournament. Yeah, but there's going to be like 12 teams. They're going to make the playoff. Like there's going to be no more Valparaiso making a run. They're not even going to be competing for the same championship anymore. It's going to be crazy. Now, let me ask you guys about this. And Tommy, you're our legal guy. What's to stop, we're talking about a $20 million cap. Bryce Underwood at Michigan reportedly just got, I don't know, $10, $15 million just to go to Michigan. What's to stop a group of, I'll go ahead and say it, a group of sleazebags from saying, hey, fuck this. We could get more money outside of you guys and somebody forming their own league of college age players, NFL development, where the kids don't even have to go to school. They'll get great players. They'll probably get a TV deal. What's to stop them from saying, hey, we ain't going to do this? And the college players going on fucking strike, which is something that we never thought we'd hear ourselves say, but could very realistically be a possibility.
So, I mean, look, let's say it easy. That guy, Andrew Brandt, who I think is Aaron Rodgers' old agent, if you follow him on Twitter, every time there's something he gets out of it, there will be lawyers. There's going to be some kind of challenges to this. So the only thing that I'd like to point out is one little interesting wrinkle is that not allegedly, there's a new LLC that's been formed called the CSC, College Sports Commission. This is so it's going to be the CSC and not the NCAA that's overseeing the enforcement of all these NIL deals and things like that. The guy who runs it is Brian Seeley. I don't know. He's a former MLB investigations head. So like They're going to have audits of all, they're going to go through the paper trails. They're trying to weed it out. Now, I do know what's going to happen, or what's predicted to happen, is both the NCAA and some of these power conferences are going to go to Congress and try to get laws passed to kind of protect them. And I guess that would maybe prevent what you're saying happening. They want to kind of be like, hey, maybe they're kind of admitting, and it kind of almost sounds like that's what they're doing in this is, hey, we screwed up. This thing blew up more than we thought it would. We need to pull back the reins. We need to regulate it more. Like, we're going to treat them like athletes, but in no way should college athletes make what professionals make. So I guess maybe that's what they're saying, is kind of like, hey, yes, these kids, we got it wrong. The kids deserve to be paid, but they shouldn't be making 19 mil. Now, specifically with like Underwood and people like that.
If you could earn it,
if you could get it, why not?
Why not?
I think the argument should be
phase out professional sports. I'm all for that.
I think the argument should be made that they should have never been getting it. These sleaze bags are coming in and giving it to people who don't deserve it.
The professionals don't deserve it.
The professionals are a way smaller section than with the NCAA. I mean, like, that's just, when you're a professional, you're supposed to be the best of the best. These college kids aren't the best. Half of them aren't.
Yeah. Look, and look, that's a good segue. Where John was, this is not even on our agenda, but I'm going to bring it up. There's some whispers, and this is completely shifting subjects here. There's some whispers in wrestling circles that Vince McMahon's trying to buy back WWE. He is reportedly generating some steam, rolling up all his assets into a neat little bow. And Shane McMahon was asked by TMZ the other day, hey, what's your dad up to? I see he's, kind of laying in the weeds and maybe trying to buy back WWE. And Shane said, hey, don't ever say never. With Vince McMahon, anything could happen. Is the old son of a bitch about ready to buy back his company? But look, here's the thing. It has accelerated in value by something like 1.5 or $2 billion since TKO took it over and Endeavor took it over. So on the Endeavor side, they could say, hey, we're going to make a quick $2 billion here, and we're going to just invest that into UFC, get out of wrestling, and in a year or two, make a huge profit. Is there a chance that Vince McMahon gets back into the game?
How was it doing on Netflix or under TKO's banner?
It's doing all right. It's doing okay.
Better than the WWE before?
Yeah. Their ratings are better than USA. Yeah.
Hey, real quick break. We got about 8 minutes before the final starts. Did you guys get your bets in?
What we got?
Are we betting?
Yeah, sure.
Quick bets. I took Tyrese Halliburton to score within the first 3 minutes, which is a stupid odd on there. And first to 10, I got the Thunder.
It's a good bet. And the odds are not good, but
they're not great. Tyrese Halliburton scoring in the first 3 minutes was plus 210.
Let's see what we got. Yeah. Well, Tommy, real quick while we talk through it, is Vince McMahon going to be back in wrestling at any point?
I think he finds his way back in. I think the whole
into the WWE,
yeah,
or its own thing.
No, the WWE. I think R-Truth broke him, and that was it. He's like, you know what? I got to come back. You can't fire my dog.
That's the best storyline in wrestling in the last 6 months.
Yes, it is.
So no, he's not coming back to WWE. There's too much turmoil associated with him. Do I think he starts his own little deal? Yeah, I think he probably gets back in. That's the same thing as Boogie Cousins playing in Puerto Rico. And the same thing why these dudes are fighting at 60 years old. It's a love of what you do. You're good at it. So why not keep doing it? And I don't know if he knows anything else. There's a few things that he knows.
But look, think about it like this. If you're Endeavor and you're saying, all right, we spend a shitload of money, but it is a headache. We got to have all these live events and this talent roster. We go ahead and get this off of our hands for $2 billion more than what we paid for it. You would have to at least think about it, right? And once they sell it, they don't care.
Investment.
They don't care about Vince McMahon's reputation and their ratings. Once it's off their hands, they don't care.
Well, it's obvious they don't care about the ratings right now with the shit that they're putting out.
That's what I was asking. Is it better now?
The ratings have. I mean, I don't know if the product's better now, but the ratings have been better now.
Yeah, you can't change the channel anymore.
That's a big part of it.
True. Yeah, you locked in.
It's just something to think about, man. The old man might be coming back.
They're appealing to these different audiences. And so, obviously we've been at length with how terrible the Travis Scott thing has turned. It was cool for a second. He was the theme for the show, but now they have like Cardi B promoting things. I'm just like, where are we going with this?
You're not a Bad Bunny fan? Me either.
Tommy, tell me about Logan Paul, dude. You're right. You nailed it. Hey, look, Now I was on board. I've been a fan for a little bit. Welcome aboard, dude. Logan Paul's badass, man.
Bro, I went down the rabbit hole the other day, and I'm just like, man. And then now I'm just like casually bumping his theme song. Like it is just at first it was I started watching Paul American, and still hate Jake Paul. Still just I don't know if the dude's just something's wrong with him. He's got a screw loose. Maybe the boxing made him worse, but just can't get behind him. But like watching Logan Paul, and maybe it's just the him becoming a dad and growing up. I don't know, but he's embracing the heel. He's awesome. I would have never thought little 8-year-old me in the 90s would be so amazed by some dude taking a superplex and a
Uh-oh.
drone in his hand.
Oh,
But he's killing it. So
Yeah, that was the best thing on a pay-per-view. The 10 minutes that I watched, that's what I got to see him almost kill himself. It was awesome.
dude, he's
Dude,
doing
that-
amazing spots. And then so they kind of show. I mean, Paul American's last year, so it's a year, but he bought his own I'm trying to think, like it was Tough Enough. So he has like basically a Tough Enough ring set up in a parking lot in the back of his house, and he's just doing moonsaults and practice. Like he's working on it. I mean, he's got to be on juice. Like the dude's shredded. But I guess when you're that rich, you got nothing to do but work out. So he looks the part. He's acting the part. I mean, he's must see TV.
And bruh, tell me that move where he did. I don't know if he had like a GoPro or a cell phone, whatever it would do. That was awesome. Did y'all see that?
Yeah,
He did like a
he-
moonsault while holding like a GoPro. It's like you were able to see the phone or whatever as he. That was incredible.
And
He's
then
got
he
a
took-
drone
yeah, he-
that he comes out with.
the drone. He launched the drone. That was the best thing. He came out, grabbed it, launched it like a bird, let it fly around. You saw his entrance from the drone on the Megatron, and then he came down and parked it, and then he called it back. But then that's what I'm saying. He got superplexed while he was still holding the drone. It was the
So
best
is the
shot of all
drone.
night.
Okay, yeah. I saw
Yeah.
the move. I didn't see what it was exactly was the device. Is he someday going to be a world champion? Because I think at some point he's going to be.
I think he's going to be the only person to take the title off of Seth Rollins. That's going to be that's going to be a match.
Is that going to go into the lore of a David Arquette title reign?
No.
No,
He's
no, 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 no,
legit.
no, no, no.
Hmm.
No,
But
no,
the-
no, no, no.
I love him, but the purist in me does not want to see that at all.
Yeah. I think he's one of the boys now, man. I think he's legit.
So him and his brother, they do shit that I would do if I had that much money.
Oh, absolutely, dude. He's got like $1 million Pokemon card. Just fuck it.
What constitutes a $1 million Pokemon card, Tommy?
It's got to be like an OG. And look, I'm not a Pokemon guy, but that is all the
Right.
rage in card
Sure
collecting
you
now. I'm not. But it's a OG Charizard from like 1996. So it's like the first edition Pokemon, the rarest card, the best little character. And people are all up in Pokemon right now because your Charizard doesn't tear his ACL. So
I'm pretty
Whoa,
sure.
whoa, 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 whoa! Pokemon characters get hurt?
no, they don't. So like for instance, all the dudes who had who just got hurt. Oh my God, your boy Tatum. His cards just plummeted in value.
I see. Okay, I follow what you're
Because
saying.
when you
So,
get
like, there-
hurt, you can't build up your resume. You can't pad your stats. He won't be a back-to-back
like,
champion.
There's
So
no
like,
risk of Zion getting arrested for rape and your card not Yeah, I got you.
that is a proven. I have friends who have had Zion cards worth about $150,000, and now they're worth like 12. It's disgusting.
I see. Okay, now I follow what you're saying. Yeah, like the
like the
reputation of a
stock
cartoon
market.
character will
Car-
not.
Correct. Your your little Charmander is not getting accused of rape by an ex-girlfriend.
The fact that you know that the names of those people is depressing to me.
My wife is
But-
obsessed with Pokemon, and my son has started looking at cards. So as a way to get him into the hobby, I know a little bit about something.
I'm pretty sure that one of the brothers wore that card
Yes.
around a chain into
Sure
a boxing
did.
match. So
I think it was against Floyd.
I'm sure that helped the value of that go up as well.
Correct. I think he wore like that, and then I think he actually wore like I don't know, another one because it was on I think it was his WrestleMania when it was in Cleveland. He wore one for like the first time he came out.
So let's shift gears from Pokemon to something else that's real popular in Asia, which apparently is going on a monk retreat, which that's where Victor Wembanyama is right now. The 21-year-old San Antonio Spurs star, is in a closed-door martial arts training monk retreat in China. This is apparently going to last 10 days. The 7'3" player from France has been touring around China and has taken a spiritual decor at the Shaolin Temple, according to a Chinese social media platform. When Banyamba reportedly has shaved his head, and was seen wearing a gray robe, sitting in front of a statue of Buddha before beginning this 10-day retreat at a temple in the Henan province. What the fuck are we talking about
The
here?
what province?
Bobby the Brain
Heenan.
Heenan province. What are we doing here? Look, we heard last year, a couple years ago, Aaron Rodgers went on a darkness retreat. Wembanyama now is 10 days. No one could see him, staying out of public view. Don't know what he's eating, don't know what he's drinking, has shaved his head. What's going on here? This is the last time we had a celebrity randomly shave their head. That was Britney Spears, and she was holding her baby over a balcony. Is Wembanyama okay? Like, what's going on here? What are we doing?
That's a young guy with a lot of money and a lot of free time. And that's a pretty cool retreat, actually, going with some monks and learning probably some, I don't know, what's the shit with the sticks that they
This is Cobra Kai, like he's doing some Danielson stuff.
Nick, if you think that's cool, I will send you to that for 10 days.
No,
I
but
wanna
I'm
see how
saying
you
he's
come
a
back.
young guy, no kids, no responsibilities on his off season.
Is this the
Gotta go to
same thing?
Cancun.
This the same retreat David Carradine went on?
Like, is
Drink
he
the Kool-Aid, bro.
is he cleaning a wall? Like, is this Miyagi stuff?
A
Like,
lot of meditation, like
This
a,
is
learning martial arts.
This is
fun.
weakness. This is what our country has become. Where a
This isn't
20,
a comeback a warrior.
21-year-old
TikTok's,
superstar needs
puzzled.
to go on a retreat to clear his head.
well, to be fair, Tommy, he is not one of us. He is a Frenchman.
So the first
That
the
explains
first thing that comes to mind whenever I hear like a monk type of deal is The Hangover. That monk's silent and they're trying to find out whoever is, and they're just beating the tar out of him with that stick that Nick just talked
Toughen
about.
up.
Monks aren't that tough.
So, like,
Monks are
Remember
tough.
Friar, you don't remember Friar Ferguson? He was soft.
how does this work? Like, okay, they're going to be beating him with sticks. Is he going to be flopping? Like, and
No.
shooting free throws? Like, how does this
This
work?
dude's gonna be able to take it to the hole no matter what next year. You bring a stick in there, he's still dunking on you.
You
on the
guys
free throw
have
line.
Thunder first to 10, looking
to
good so
10.
far.
Yeah, I do.
Let's talk about our little bets we got. What we got?
I got Siakam 4.5 points over in the first quarter. So I went, and well, he just
There we
got 2. So there we go.
Okay, so I got Oklahoma City first to 10,
Same.
and I also have a parlay Shea over 34.5 points.
Oop.
Pascal Siakam over 19.5 points. Pascal Siakam to record a double-double, and Tyrese Halliburton to get 10 plus assists.
I have over 226 for the game also.
2,356.
See, I don't have the bankroll y'all have. I just took the Thunder first to 10, and I got Tyrese Halliburton to score in the first 3 minutes.
Siakam, baby.
Boom.
There's 4. I need a half of a point, baby. You got to give me a half of a point in 10 minutes. Tommy, what you took? Took anything in this game?
I won't sports bet until we get sponsored by a betting company.
Oh, that's it.
Tommy's too concerned about.
Listen to
Holy
this.
man.
FanDuel, are you
Cards.
listening?
Listen.
No,
to
I mean,
this.
literally my sports betting. I play. I'm in way too many fantasy football leagues. I play all 3 fantasy sports, and then I do the underdog thing for March Madness. That's pretty.
Do you
Or I get
suck
drunk
in
for a
all
Saints
of them
game.
like you do in ours.
No, just because y'all league is terrible, and y'all have the worst
What?
rules and the worst draft ever.
So that Tommy's
Strap
opinion of that lets you know that we have the best league.
So, by the way, you guys in the next possession are going to be maybe celebrating. If the Thunder get a bucket, the next possession, y'all win the first 10. If Siakam scores right here, I'm going to be celebrating. Let's go.
Nice.
You want me,
Let's
to,
go,
you want me to
babe.
spoil it? Because
Oh!
Chet is at the free throw line up in
Tommy.
real internet
Tommy's
town.
got the
Tommy got the
Casey
Casey cable.
cable.
Tommy is such a heel, man. Why'd you ruin that for us?
Because y'all celebrating Thunder first to 10. I'm letting you know to start celebrating.
Thanks for ruining it.
Yeah, the moment is gone.
That's what you get for ruining my draft last year.
But I like that
How did
Pascal
I ruin your
Siakam
draft
bet.
last year?
Yeah, Siakam.
They're
just
gonna
is
run the
one more-
offense through him tonight.
Okay, so we talked about NCAA, we talked about Boogie Cousins. Let's talk about Christy Martin, and then we'll get to the dad draft. Christy Martin is going to be subject of a movie, reportedly, which I think is really cool. Sydney Sweeney says that she has gained 30 pounds to play Christy Martin in a movie. Dude, that's really cool. I think that
Movie or her gaining weight?
the movie.
I've gained 30 pounds for less reasons than that.
I'd like. By the way, congratulations,
You got
boys.
it.
The Thunder just got the win there, 10-4.
Easy money.
You're welcome.
I think by and large, it is a very underrepresented place in Hollywood. Is boxing. They all got stories to tell. Why Kennedy McKinney's not a movie? Well, that would be an interesting movie in more ways than one. But to hear that Christy Martin apparently is going to be getting her place on the big screen, I think is really awesome. I think that there are more like her, and hopefully it inspires this movie, inspires other stories to be told. This is really cool, man. You guys know more about Christy Martin than I do. But what were your thoughts as you're seeing that apparently a movie's coming out on her behalf?
Yeah, that had to stem from the Netflix documentary that she had. That was really good. It was a part of a, I don't know, I don't remember the name of the series, like a one-on-one or real FaceTime, whatever it's called. Really, really told her story. A lot of stuff that I had no clue that she dealt with, specifically issues with the husband, how crazy he was. And if the movie's anything like that, it's going to be a blockbuster. And to bring her story to light is going to be pretty awesome.
Guys, in our early bets, I think we just fucking swept. Like I had over for Siakam, you guys had Thunder first to 10. Like we
trying to get
swept.
Thunder first to 20, and I can't get it. It's
Wasn't
not-
it?
Yeah, I didn't-
Wasn't
I
that
didn't have
one of the
Halliburton
Untold?
in store.
I think it was an Untold documentary. on
Untold.
Netflix.
There you go.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So I'm pretty interested in this movie for two reasons. One is that, and if that movie focuses on any of those things that were revealed in that documentary, it's going to be great. And the second one is what Ryan's pointing out in the chat is the places where she gained the 30 pounds will make the movie pretty interesting.
She said, and I quote, "My boobs got bigger, my butt got huge. It was crazy. I was like, oh my God, it was amazing. I was so strong, like crazy strong." So yeah. And she
Making a
already looked
10,
all right.
yeah.
I wonder
Making a
who's
10 and
playing-
11.
Who's playing the husband? Because the husband plays a vital role in this.
I want to know who plays you, because at one point I thought you and Christy Martin were like best friends.
We were. I mean, not like besties, not like a Charizard card. But we were buddies.
Who would play Kennedy McKinney in a Kennedy McKinney movie?
Ooh.
Zane Marks.
Leroy. No, not
Zane
Leroy.
Marks?
Yeah.
Who would
Come
play
on now.
who would play y'all in a Kennedy McKinney movie?
That's a good question. I would love to see a scene of Nick picking him up at the bus station and bringing him down, and him just looking around and seeing all the cornfields. And he tells that story pretty brilliant.
Cornfields?
Or what? Sugarcane fields. He called it cornfields.
Man, what the hell is this? Where y'all taking me?
They just got houses that just pop up.
You know what's really cool though? Like all kidding aside, the fact that there is a Hall of Fame or should be Hall of Fame boxer, a former world champion boxer, who if he
Gold
were to
medal
have
winner.
gold medal winner, if he were to have a movie, you two some bitches literally would be in it. Like that's the crazy part about this. That we're saying this right now, we're cutting up, but like if that story ever would be told, these two dudes literally would be in the movie.
Fucking right. Kevin Farley playing Nick. I like that.
Half the stories, I don't even know if that could be told. He's got a story that he went. What concert? We could tell the story.
Oh, damn. I'm drawing blanks.
Magic something. Oh man.
Magic
I
City.
have a story about the first time I met Coach Kenny.
Some
LL Cool J. It was 3 bands or 3 groups. LL Cool J was one. Houdini
Houdini. There you
and
go.
something else.
So regardless of who's the third.
So we were trying to get to the floor. We were in the upper section,
So
and I see a security guard, and he kept on looking at me, and I was gonna jump down. Well, I seen somebody jump down on the other side. So when the security guard went after them, we jumped down.
So Kennedy McKinney is slick.
That's how he talks.
Hey, look, hey, I forgot this, y'all. I've been mentioning I'm on a journey where I'm watching 92, 93 WWE superstars. Slick just came back as a baby face, and my mind is blown.
Who's he with?
No one yet. He just is cutting promos preaching like, brother, I just found the Lord. And like he's a face now. And apparently he's about, and I went and I Wikipedia this. Apparently he's about ready to like rescue Kamala from Harvey Whippleman and them and turn Kamala face. What the fuck? How did I forget Slick was a face?
That's the Mandela effect. That never happened.
Dude, like there's no way. How could Slick be a good guy? Like he's preaching about God and righteousness, and that
It's
never
usually a heel
happened.
thing to do, though.
Yeah, maybe it's gonna set up a double turn or a double cross. but
Speaking
yeah.
of, what is y'all favorite, or I don't know if you would say favorite, or what is the one that gets you the most aggravated Mandela effect conspiracy out there right now?
Probably Byron Russell.
The Fruit of the Loom
Yeah, that's not
thing. What's that thing called? The
Bear-
Fruit of the Loom,
Bears.
Cornucopia,
cornucopia is aggravating.
and Sinbad as Shazam. Those are the two that just irk me until the day I die.
All of those are good. I don't have anything to add. All of those are good. I Googled to try to find some additional ones. All of those are legit.
So to get back to that Kenny and McKinney story real quick. So that at that concert, he had taken a mind altering substance,
The tab.
and
Put it on my tongue.
he was convinced that he got stabbed.
He was.
And that is
I
the
was-
most entertaining story
David,
that I've ever heard. I know I was stabbed.
I was dancing with this girl, and then somebody bumped into me, and I was like, "Oh damn! I know I've been stabbed.
Where the blood
Where
at?
the blood at? Where the blood at?"
We need to have him on.
So,
Love that dude.
do you remember, Damien, when I first met Kennedy McKinney and I was told that I was possessed by the devil by one of your fighters in the gym? You remember that?
He was probably on a mind altering substance.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing here? Are you the devil? Are you a Satan worshiper? No, bro. I'm
Oh
not just
yeah,
here.
that dude. He was going through some stuff.
Yeah.
that-
Like, I'm just here talking to the gold medalist, bro. Like, one to fight me. Like, what are we doing?
Hey, so real quick,
That's not gonna happen today, Pierce. I'm on good terms with Chop now, bro. Like, we're smooth. Harden's out. Basketball's over. We agree on pretty much everything else. We're good, man.
we were at a fight in Albany, Georgia. We were, man, I don't. It was Martin Verdon fighting. I don't remember who it was, but we ended up losing a fight, and for some reason, Kennedy McKinney went by two suits before the fight, a yellow and a purple LSU guy, right? For whatever reason, he left the little latch on his hotel door open. We got to his room before he did, and
Oh,
we
boy.
took the suits out and put them in our room.
I'm sure he was thrilled.
He almost tore that hotel up because he thought he got robbed. He was calling the cops, and it was freaking beautiful
Did you take Halliburton? Why didn't he just shoot that? He just
because I bet on him.
okay. All right, we covered Christy Martin. And let's go. Y'all want to do the over under first or the dad draft? Up to y'all.
I thought we did. Oh, we're not doing the dad draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Father's Day weekend, bro.
Oh, I'm not prepared at all.
Okay, well, I mean, we could do it at a later time.
No,
if y'all
good.
Want.
Even better. Dad draft.
That
I
draft.
thought we were just
Dad draft,
talking about
dad draft.
introducing.
Let's let
dad
the
draft.
chat decide. It is Father's Day weekend. We better
It
do
is
it.
Father's Day weekend. We're doing the dad draft.
All right, we could give you some time.
No,
We're
I
good.
don't need it. I'm good.
No, so I'm saying like we'll do over under first, so you could think about some dads while we're doing that if you want.
Somebody's here for the chop
I'll
hate
think about your
segment.
dad.
When are we starting that?
What do
What's
you
your
mean, dad?
Damon, you were the host of the
Yeah, let's go. So
mid-show game.
we have been jumping back and forth with a bunch of different topics. Today we have 10 topics of over under. Various topics of over under through sports, through local entertainment, and just some funny stuff.
Good stuff.
So the first one, Golden Meadow Bridge opened up this week. Big news down in Bayou. Over under 65 days from the opening day before it's closed again.
Way under.
I thought it closed already.
I heard rumors that it was broken already too.
Yeah.
It's not, but way under. Way under.
That's where I'm going way under.
Yeah, definitely way under.
Now, I would say this. I know for sure, and I don't. This is not my prediction. This has nothing to do with it. I do know they're gonna have to close it for like a long time to paint it. That's not expected to happen in the next 60 days or whatever. But I'm just saying that something that the state just put into the bridge is going to explode, and we're going way under.
I did appreciate all the photo opportunities that people took on the bridge. Which
Yeah.
leads me to believe that it's probably not that necessary if people got to just do photo shoots constantly on the bridge while nobody was on it. So over under 2.5 times Ed Ogeron is spotted shirtless on a Grand Isle beach this summer.
Whew, this one's hard.
Hopefully over.
So I got a little inside info. I know he's going to be spending about 5-6 days down here when he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame coming up soon. So that's at least once or twice. I'm going to go over. Like, I know he's spending time here. I'm going over.
I was going over before you told us that information, but that dude is in tremendous condition. He's going to run
Yeah.
every morning on the beach with no shirt on.
Tommy, what would Coach O say if you ran into him at let's say Artie's?
Who is he talking to exactly?
You.
Oh, better call Bado.
What?
I think that was all he said.
Hey, Halliburton just scored, D.
Yeah, that's too late.
Dude, I am so envious of my guy Stan Grava. Like, so this is the way this works. They put people into the Terrebonne General by Region Athletic Hall of Fame, and they go and they like interview the people that are in it and all that good stuff. And usually it's like, hey, Joe Schmo, come by the hospital and talk to us and spend an hour with us. Stan told me Bebe's one was, hey, Stan, here's my address in Baton Rouge. Pack a bag. You're spending the whole day with me. So they spent 24 hours with Bebe just sitting on his back porch. He's like smoking cigars or whatever and like just telling the story of his life. I told Stan, like, dude, I would have paid money. We talk about how we buy cameos. I would have paid good money to be a fly on the wall just hearing that man tell the story of his life. Stan said he told the story about how he got hired at LSU, how he got fired at LSU, stories growing up down the bayou, how he grew up playing for this middle school and hated the kids who played at the other middle school. I guess it was junior highs then, whatever it may be. Like, I promise you, that must have been some good shit.
Man, if he's coming down to Grand Out, can we get him in the studio?
We got to try. I could talk to Truck. We can maybe make that
I
happen.
feel like we could go on a mission there and get that done.
Was he shirtless
talking
for that interview?
That'd have been awesome. So speaking of Tommy meeting up with LSU people at Artie's, interesting time was Drunk Tommy having a candid conversation with Chase Claymore a few years back. That was some good stuff.
Did Tommy know who Chase Claymore was?
Damien gave me a full warning before walking into that one.
Yeah, Chase and I were working together at the time.
Tommy, that's not a dude to play your Florida Gator card where that dude could break you in half, bro.
He did. He played that card, the John Curtis card. There was a bunch of cards being played.
They were, yeah. Alcohol was involved. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Why don't you play your 5, dude?
Next, over under 60 days until LSU wins another baseball national championship.
Oh, so this is basically the question is whether they're going to win it this year or not.
Yep.
Oh.
Over.
Lobato's saying they're not going to win it this year. Here's the good thing about this question is that under Mainieri, if I would have answered over, I'd have to be wondering how many decades from now it would be until we won another one. If I say over now, like I could just say, well, all right, we'll just be there next year. So like we're good. So I'm going to say over just because I don't want that bullseye on me of, hey, like I picked my team to win it. I don't like to do that. I don't like to bet on my own team. So I'm going to go over, but I do think that LSU is going to be in the mix. And with Jay Johnson, they're going to be in contention every year.
So I think the first game is going to tell us everything we need to know. And I'm going under because I'm taking LSU to win the college.
I hope you're right, brother.
And I'm taking under as well.
Let's do it.
Casey, how many times has Arkansas been to the College World Series?
A bunch. They've never won it.
They have been there 10 times. How many times have they won?
0.
You going to Omaha, this is a sacred baseball place, and a lot of people is going to have the ips over there. They're going to be nervous. It's going to be a big stage for them. It's not necessarily a big stage, but it's a big thing that you're going to. Get nervous. LSU's been there before. LSU's going to come home with another title.
I hope so. Dude, how much of it, and like all kidding aside, how much of an OG is Jay Johnson? Like during a rain delay, everybody else is like sitting on the lazy boy. This dude gets a commitment from like an all-American second baseman in the middle of the rain delay. Like the dude never stops, man.
Stud recruiter.
I will say, sometimes I don't agree with some of his decisions in terms of how he actually manages the game. But LSU's always going to have dudes as long as he's there because he is a badass recruiter.
And that lineup, I mean, I don't know how they did all regular season, but people were saying our pitching's better than our hitting. That lineup is solid all through 1 through 9. There's people that anybody on that lineup could get on base at a home run, get a rally started.
It's like 1 through 14 because they have a right-handed order and a left-handed order. It's crazy. Like they're deep as hell, man.
Got freshmen, sophomores. It's a good little squad.
Shout out to them freshmen.
Squad.
To the little freshman. So me and Bado are saying over. Damien and Nick are saying under.
So staying in Omaha, over under. So the record for Jello shots was 68,888. Just to preface the question, Over under 69,000 Jello shots bought by LSU fans in Omaha for the College Baseball World Series.
Over. It's become a thing now. And what you guys were talking about earlier is going to happen. Every millionaire in the state's going to pledge to buy their 5,000 of them. Like, it's going to become commercialized. It's going to be way over.
I agree.
Yeah, so that number from last time is gonna be on everybody's head when they're in there, and they're gonna do whatever it's gonna take to top it. So as long as LSU can keep on winning, more Jello shots are gonna get bought, and that record's coming down.
Yeah. I
Under.
saw our guy John just put in there a $5 Jello shot. That really is pretty expensive for a Jello shot. Come on now.
Do all these Jello shots that are sold, are they actually drank?
Oh, I agree. I agree. Oh, I agree.
So.
Oh, I agree.
Oh my gosh, just jamming the I agree button. Hey, look, I have said this. Let's do this. If LSU makes it to the finals,
we go.
well, I would love that
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
If LSU goes to the finals, let's get together here. Let's make some Jello shots. Let's break out your little wheel, and every time LSU records an out, one of us takes a shot.
Deal.
I'm in.
Tommy, you're in. You make get your wife out of the potato chip bag, make some Jello shots for you.
Wow. A whole 2 hours after, and she's still in the bag. Possibly.
Oh.
I'm not going to celebrate. Well, LSU's like when LSU gets an out, I have to do one.
Defensive out. Whenever it's something positive. I mean, you could go opposite us if you want, but you'd be on the wheel by yourself.
Dude, Jello shots are soft. Who's
I'm a
making the
good-
Jello shots?
I'm a good fan. I'm a big fan of a good Jello shot. A good Jello shot.
I agree. What's the date of a possible final?
The finals is usually Monday, Tuesday,
Oh,
Wednesday.
that's gonna be fantastic for work.
Or actually, I think it might be Sunday, Monday, too. I don't know. It's something like that. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I don't know.
Let me
We'll
check with
figure
my
that part
boss.
out. Details.
Pronouns,
The-
pal.
The finals would be June 21st, 22nd, and possibly 23rd.
So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Fantastic.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
I'll take the day. off.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Pierce said summer of Nick baseball is upon us. I'm here for it. I love it. Pierce was in for the party.
Yeah, look, we could add more people to the wheel. Hell yeah.
That wheel's a little shady. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't
By the
trust
way,
the
where-
wheel. I'm Team
Where's
India.
India at? India was our biggest allies, and then they became our biggest nemesis. Now they're gone.
Tinder Mahal.
I was about to make a bad joke. Over under 2.5 minutes of silence from Jacob Gyro that gets mistaken for a mic issue.
I feel like Gyro's here. Like, what's different from this show versus the previous ones?
You don't hear a whisper coming out of Damien's mic.
I wasn't even sitting next to him.
That
But
was
he's
the bad
He's
part.
actually leaning back and he's closer to your mic.
Yeah,
than
he
to
just-
his own mic.
If you listen to the pod, it's directly after you saying something all the time. He's talking like to you with the mic
Casey
right in
big
front of
brothered
him.
him a lot on that.
Did I?
He would give an opinion, you would give it, and he would just agree with you.
That's right,
One
baby.
point during the little game, Casey said, "Speaking to the mic, Junior."
Yes, I kept that in there purposely because I thought that was hilarious.
Hey, Sparky. Come on, let's go.
Almost better than Nick liking to dress up because he puts raisins in his potato salad.
Was
Gotta
that
be-
edited wrong?
No, I kind of got bombarded by like 3 different questions from
That
three
is
different
that is a
people,
fact.
and
He walked
Okay.
in with. I think he was responding to. Look at you with your polo shirt. How did
Yeah.
your little girl do in the dance recital?
We had
I'm-
Nick edited in there like he was there the whole
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Right.
That was pretty solid.
It made me seem like I was quieter than Jacob the whole entire
The chime in on the Zane Marks fight was great. Casey asked this long-winded question. Or no, it was a Victor fight. Casey asked this long-winded question, and Nick says, "Yeah, first round knockout," and that's it.
Hey, he was here the whole time, brother.
Yep. That's all that
Yeah,
matters.
I
Hey,
like
look,
you
y'all
look
gal.
fancy.
Put her in.
I-
Caitlin Clark sitting courtside one night.
Are we actually answering this question?
What is it? What we got?
2.5 minutes over under silence from Jacob Gyro that gets mistaken
Oh,
for a mic
over.
issue.
Yeah, over.
Everybody's
Hammer
going
the
over.
over. Hammer
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Over under 3.5 times. Someone fake yells allegedly after saying something borderline
We at
slanderous.
0 right now.
Yeah, so we have
We
not
are.
done it once, and we have said some pretty slanderous things.
I was about to make you an allegedly shirt.
Should I'm so that's my note that over. I think that's going to be my tagline from here on out. And I may have already hit that mark, but I did not.
Okay. Yeah, I think this show in general it's over, but this show we're doing good. I think it's gonna be under today.
I think it's going to be over, but I do think there was one thrown in there really early, but we haven't got to the mailbag yet, and that's when the allegeds.
Yeah.
But does that count for this show? Technicality, we
uh,
split them.
You call it the show one more time.
Yeah, well, you're lagging.
Your face is lagging.
Next question. Over under 445 points scored by Angel Reese during the 2025 WNBA regular season. I can tell you that this number was based on an average of points scored already this season.
So let me just go ahead and say that as much as my girl gets beat up on here, last night she was 8 of 13 from the field, 17 points, 11 rebounds against the best team in the WNBA. Let me go find how many she scored last year.
She also cried in the press conference.
Did she? Did she really?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like, I actually felt bad for once.
She scored last year 462. Yeah, she ain't gonna play as yeah. She's not gonna play this poorly the rest of the year. She's gonna get a little better. She's been horrendous so far this year. I'm gonna go over. I think she's gonna get over that.
This could go two different ways. She's getting shit on so bad on social media right now that it could break her. So if
Hopefully
that
it
happens,
does.
we're definitely going under. If she could just shut her mouth and just grind and just play basketball, it's over. And I think that could be the face turn for Angel Reese while whatever Caitlin Clark's out. If she just
Hello,
shuts
dude.
up and grinds and plays
She
basketball.
was good last night, brother.
She was.
Even made a 3.
Let me play this real quick.
This is my third one. Obviously, it really meant something to other people today because it's me. And I just focus on basketball. I come into work every day and work. I don't complain. I don't care about anything else. I have bad days. I haven't been playing well at all. And I can sit here and just mope around and point the finger, but it's been me. And I take accountability. I come in every day and try to be better than the next and better than the last. And I know my teammates trust me. I know they have my back. Ariel has my back through everything. And I just love that being a part of a team that I know really trusts me and trusts my work, and everything else is everything else. I'm just here just to come to work every day and go home. That's all I want to do. It's just
So that I respect the shit out of.
Yeah, she said, "Hey, look, I'm not playing good right now."
That is the first time that she takes accountability about herself, doesn't act like this huge diva. That I appreciate. That makes me feel bad just seeing her and the emotion coming out. But she took down that wall, and that makes her a human being.
She
And
was
that
vulnerable,
makes
yeah.
somebody that I could appreciate to be able to not be a fan of, but
Next
better
time,
respect as a player.
next time Indiana plays against Chicago, they're gonna have this big embrace with Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, and Caitlin Clark's gonna take her arm and put it up in the air
No,
like
that
that,
ain't gonna happen.
and it's gonna be the biggest face turn in WNBA history.
I do think those two legitimately have some beef.
Yep.
But yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Whenever Angel Reese gets hard fouled and says you a crazy bitch, yeah, there's some legit beef there.
Marcus in the chat says Angel Reese wanted Reebok to sell her shoes for $1,000 a pair. That has been debunked. That is fake news.
That's fake news. Come on,
That-
man. Come on. I know that we don't like Angel Reese. Come on, man. Obviously, that
That
ain't legit.
ruined the whole
Is there
Shaq
anybody
Netflix
in
thing.
WNBA that has a shoe deal?
Angel Reese, Reebok. I mean, she does have a shoe. She didn't want him to sell it for $1,000.
Yeah,
you-
there's
Why
another-
hasn't Caitlin Clark got a shoe deal?
Pretty sure she has a shoe.
No, Sabrina
Sabrina,
got a Nike.
yeah.
INSQ.
Yeah, I bought those.
And,
doesn't
Asia
Asia Wilson too?
Asia Wilson
Yep.
has one.
All right, so we're going over. We're going. Casey, you said over.
Yeah, I think over. Look, she got that last year. She's not going to continue to play this poorly.
Nick,
I'm gonna go over. I'll see the big face turn coming.
I could see that as well. Tommy,
She's gonna go over because she misses so many damn shots. If she doesn't get 10 points and putback rebounds, she shouldn't be in the league.
all right, just to be an asshole, I'm going under. Over under 9 wins for the LSU football team for this upcoming season.
Ooh, this one's hard.
No, it's not.
What you got, Nick?
We're going over. You could have said that at 12, and I'd still going over.
God damn, you hate Brian Kelly. Why are you
I
so
hate
optimistic?
Brian Kelly, but I am very optimistic. I am fucking. I'm what you call that when you sit on the side of somebody? Passenger princess on Murda's Nuz bus. Let's go.
Did
Let's go
y'all
Tigers.
did y'all see BK call out Arch Manning yesterday?
I did not. Do I need to pull that up?
So he basically was saying, and you could go find the quote. He basically was saying, like, I get that Arch has the hype. I get that Arch has, you know, the best betting odds and he's a Manning and this, that, and the other. But my quarterback has been through an SEC schedule and the other guy hasn't. And I really like that. So BK is kind of laying it down on us. I think it's going to come down to the first game at Clemson. I'll say over. I think LSU is going to make the college football playoff. I think they'll go 10-2 and make the college football playoff.
Not over. Brian Kelly needs to get out.
Point taken. I'm going under. Brian Kelly's done. Not confident with him in the helm. And as I've said before, he is now a Northern Big Ten spy.
We have
I'm done.
completely flipped. I mean, I don't
Done.
trust Brian Kelly, but I think that team has a lot of talent.
They do.
I do.
They
But I
do.
think he's the right person to ruin it.
Oh, man.
No one's going push here. Like no one's just saying, "Hey, we're going to go 9-3," because I think that's legit too.
I agree with Chop. Nuss is getting the Heisman this year.
Boudreaux?
Under.
Who's the Oklahoma quarterback that Joe Klatt loves? That's getting the Heisman.
Oh, it isn't Washington State's quarterback or
No, he
something.
was.
Oh yeah,
He's at Oklahoma now.
Fuck Joe Klatt, man. That's the new Chop for me.
He's supposedly Baker Mayfield great value version, so I think I might like him.
Yeah, well, Joe Klatt's watched every snap that he's ever taken in his career.
All 7 of them.
No, from 5 years old to now. 2 more. Over under 28.5 interceptions thrown by the New Orleans Saints quarterback in 2025 season.
Dude, 28.5's a lot. Like when Jameis reached 30 that one year, that was like he was a meme. He was a laughing stock. For the sake of humanity, it's got to be under.
I think I did a good job of setting the over under.
Yeah, I don't doubt that they're going to flirt with it, but for Christ's sake, it's got to be under. My God.
I'm going under because I just don't think they're going to throw that much to be able to have that type of interception number.
I'm hoping over. Because if you throw more than 30, I mean, there's no way in hell he's throwing 30 touchdowns. Like, I think Jameis had a 30-30 season. If you throw 30 interceptions, you're probably going to have about 5 to 10 touchdowns, and you are getting the number 1 pick.
Well, Jameis had more than 10 touchdowns that year.
I think he had 30. I think it was 30 and 30.
And I think he had 5,000 yards, which is the craziest video game season in the history of NFL season.
Well, yeah, bro, he had LASIK.
So if he could have 10, great. If he can have 30, great. Let's just go all in either way.
What you got, Tommy?
It's under. I think last year the league leader was like 17 or 18. So I don't think there's any way that the Saints are that terrible. They're gonna just unleash bombs and throw picks. I think they're gonna have a lot of screens and a lot of running, a lot of short yardage dink and dunk stuff this year.
But before we move on, Jameis Winston in 2019, 380 for 626, 5,109 yards. And this was in the 16-game season, not the 17 game. 33 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. That man is a legend. How could you be that good and also that bad? That is like, you talk about, Nick, how you throw interceptions in the red zone. That's basically what this is. He would drive them all the way down the field. Half the time he would score, half the time he would throw a pick.
At least something's happening.
It's better than a punt.
Well, there was
If
action.
you're inside the red zone, it's better than a punt. You got putting them in bad field position.
Stat boy shows up. John Pete in the house tonight says record is 42 interceptions. Who is it by, John Pete? I looked this up earlier.
And just to answer Marcus,
Was it a Vikings quarterback back in the gap?
Ooh, I wouldn't know what
George Blanda.
George Blanda.
Who was the Vikings quarterback when they went to the Super Bowl back in the day?
Fran Tarkenton?
Fran Tarkenton's up there.
George Blanda, 42 picks, 1962. You know how terrible you have to be to throw 42 interceptions in 62 and they didn't even throw the ball?
I didn't
was
even
about to
threw
say.
for it.
I would
They
just
had
take the
just-
snap.
Who's he throwing to?
They just invented the
Us.
forward pass. He was just practicing. He didn't know what he was
That could
doing.
be the new fuck it. He's down there somewhere.
6th grade flag football days.
John Mateer is the Oklahoma
Yes.
QB, and he
Yes.
comes complete with headband, full arm sleeve, and wristbands and rubber bands. So
Of course, you're a huge
Does
fan.
he look exactly like you too?
no, and he's not number 7. I believe he's like number 10,
Nick
which
said that in
coincidentally was the
sweetest
first
voice
number I've
ever.
ever wore. So
Because
Tommy, spoiler alert. So I've been doing the cameo thing. There's a Baker Mayfield lookalike that will be saying some very mean things about you here coming up very soon.
there's a John Cena lookalike too.
I'm gonna cancel my Tyler Hansborough one, who was saying
Don't
nothing
do
but
that.
glowing things about you three gentlemen.
Who's ready for a Tyler Hansborough cameo?
Just give me a few more minutes. Let me get settled in.
Jesus.
I'm ready to go to Morgan City just for that.
Last one.
Just for that.
Last one, and then we'll go to our cameo of the week. Over under 365 days before Sheamus
Under.
holds some version of the WWE World Title. Side note: he did recently sign a
Of course he
5-year
did.
deal in January.
And that's why they're talking about releasing Roman Reigns, because they gave their whole budget to Sheamus, I'm sure, way under. He's going to be the undisputed champion. They're going to create a new belt for him. Under.
What did you just say about Roman Reigns?
They're talking about, they said they're not going to release him, but
Get outta here.
they are restructuring his deal, but it's making $14 million a year and he never wrestles. So they're restructuring.
Oh God! Hopefully under Sheamus is
Hopefully
boring.
under. They would be over if it'd be
over. Yeah, over. Get him out the company. I can't watch that dude anymore.
5-year deal, baby.
He's so,
Fella.
so bad.
Oh, bro, I'm going to do a chop to your chest, bro.
Under,
From
only because I
White.
hope once they give Jay Uso the title back, Sheamus could just hurry up and beat him, and then we could get the real champion for a good run.
Can we talk about this? Like, we had a fucking title change on Monday, dude.
Did we?
Gunther's the champ now. Yeah.
I don't know why the hell they gave
That-
Uso the title in the first place.
You got that
It's
Pat
a waste
McAfee
of
rub.
time.
Because he freaking raises the roof with all the little kids coming out the stands. That's literally
Yeah,
the only
so did
reason.
Daniel Bryan, and they shit on him.
I like Daniel Bryan.
Me too. That's why I'm angry about it.
So I had a
Stop
buddy.
agreeing with me.
What?
I had a buddy of mine tell me that the biggest reason why he was pissed off about this is because he feels like now, much like Daniel Bryan, much like Kofi Kingston, much like some of those other guys, Jey Uso's now never going to get back to that spot again. Do
Good.
we think that there's a chance that he gets back to the top, or is he now done as a main eventer?
I hope he's done. He's terrible. He was never good. I don't know why
He
they
was good
gave-
as a tag, but not. Yeah, you're right. Not as
No,
the world
he was
champion.
way overrated. That tag team was terrible.
I thought that when they were with the Bloodline, they were good.
They came out and did that little.
Now that version of them was terrible. They
Haka?
were-
Love that shit. Yeah, the Haka.
He's not a main he's not a main event talent. I mean, he's out of shape. He doesn't look the part. All he does, he has a cool entrance song, and he's over with the fans because of his theme song. I think it's
So
terrible.
what was the point of
That's all it takes.
what was the point of putting the strap on him?
I think it was
Reward
just
for
a
being so
lifetime
over.
achievement award. Yeah, I think that was just, hey,
So why
thanks for
didn't
everything
LA,
you did.
LA Knight was way over than he is.
Yeah.
I never liked LA Knight.
Me neither.
I love LA.
Didn't y'all say LA? Who was it that was saying that LA Knight was? There was Tommy. Tommy said LA Knight's of a knockoff of The Rock, and I said that he was a knockoff of Saul Goodman.
tugging
Want
at Casey's
to bring that
heartstrings.
up, huh? You know what? I'm gonna be taking that mixer back.
Go TJ McConnell.
You gotta. He's gonna take the mixer back. TJ just got a block. Was that what that
No,
was?
he stole it. Stole an inbound pass and threw it off Thunder. guy.
Oh, okay.
Dude brought his lunch pail and his Stanley.
So I'm gonna assume Tommy added this note. I'm gonna let him take the charge on this.
For what?
What's up?
The Topanga.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I didn't add that.
ahead.
Well,
And then
if,
so
if you're pulling up
let's-
things, if you're pulling
Let's
up,
go through that and then we'll do the cameo.
there was a picture. So I don't know if you want to help me and put it up on the screen. It was Liv Morgan.
Oh,
Liv Morgan took a picture with Topanga, who was at Monday Night Raw. And so-
give me a second.
My question was in the form of a Billy Madison game. Who do you think's hotter, Liv Morgan, circa 2025, or Topanga back in her heyday in, let's say, 1992, 93?
It's tough.
No, this is not tough. Not at all.
No, it's not.
Let's think about this.
I gotta go find Topanga 1993.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is the
Topanga,
picture.
1993 was 13 years old.
Oh yeah, Liv Morgan.
So it's
Liv Morgan. There we go.
Come on, Tommy.
Sorry about that.
I didn't know when's Boy Meets World. You know what I mean.
Well, I don't
Same.
know the fact that she's 13, but I know she was a teenager, or at least portrayed as a teenager. So I'm gonna go with Liv Morgan, who I would go with anyway.
On a technical, okay. Yeah, I'm going Liv Morgan anyway, just because
A technicality, you can end up in jail.
she
Better
was
call
13 in the
yourself.
series, but not in real life. That's just like saying Zach Morris was really 18 when he was like 26 in Saved by the Bell.
And to be fair, we got
Nice.
some Saints fans here. If you guys do anything crazy with the kids, Gail would cover it up and make it all right. So we're good.
Hey, Stat Boy, can you look up Topanga's real age? Okay, we're working.
You got
Look at
it.
Tony Reale here.
You got it.
She was born in 81, so that would make her about 44ish.
She's older than us.
Yeah, not in '93.
Yes.
81 to 93. Should have been in her 20s.
Yeah, she wouldn't have been 40.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess valid question. Tommy don't have to bail himself out.
Yep. Tommy's good. Gail, save that money. We're good. We don't have to cover anything up. Liv Morgan's the answer, though.
Yep.
I didn't think that would be unanimous. So
12 in '93. John Pete says. Is that accurate?
yeah, it
Yeah.
could be.
Yeah, if she was born in 81, she was 12.
Yeah.
I was thinking 2003.
Same.
I'm a dummy. Okay. Yeah.
Congratulations, Tommy. You're going to jail.
The
Ah,
sitcom
he's gonna
lasted to
represent himself.
2000. Yeah, done.
All right, so we are kind of messing around with a cameo of the week.
Hell yeah.
Some of us got a little bit of money to spend, which is awesome. So this week we have one from Mr. Well, we actually already released one with Jared Mitchell, Dog and Tommy, which was great, which you can find on group chat podcast dtb.com. Check out the blog. But we are unleashing one now by former heavyweight champion of the world.
Let's go.
What's the deal? It's the champ, Shannon the Cannon Briggs, two-time heavyweight champion of the world. And I want to give a big shout out. That's right, a big shout out to the Group Chat Podcast, the best ever. Damian, Cassie, Tommy, and Nick. Y'all the best ever, champ. Y'all got to get me on your podcast, by the way. Listen, champ, shout out to y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm fighting July 1st. I know hopefully y'all going to be tuning in and see me get busy, y'all. I'm getting in great shape. You can see my Instagram, my Facebook. I've been sparring. Look at me, champ. I'm in fight mode, champ. I'm ready right now. I'm ready right now, champ. I'm ready right now. I can't wait till July 1st, champ. It's going down on like popcorn. It's the champ. Shannon the Cannon Briggs. And shout out to y'all, man. Group Chat Podcast. GroupChatPodcast.com. Y'all the best ever, y'all. Let's go, champ. I appreciate y'all. Stay strong. Stay positive. Let's go, champ.
Okay. First, a lot of things to unpack there, as
Yep.
Conrad would say.
Yep.
Before we get to the obvious, which is what the fuck did he think my name was?
Cassie just clear.
He did say in there in past, hey, look, y'all gotta get me on.
That's what I saw from that he wants to come on the podcast.
He wants to come on the podcast. So I think we might have sent a little $11 direct message earlier.
That's terrible. It's such a money grab. He said Instagram.
We're gonna work on it.
Let me do that.
We're going to try to get Shannon Briggs on. So that's the first thing. He said we're the best ever, which is wonderful. We are now going to have to watch the fight now. I mean, he challenged us to watch the fight. We got to watch that. Yeah, man, we're going to have Shannon Briggs on the show, bruh.
We're going to work on it. I told him
Led
that in
by
the
Champ
little,
Cassie.
And Tommy, we were not putting it on the screen. So
Oh, I
Relax.
thought that was a technicality.
You go on a podcast, I go on a podcast, champ.
I'm going to tell him that Klitschko came on the podcast.
Oh shit.
Oh,
And he was eating salad. So I'm going to message him on Instagram, say, bro, we got your cameo, said you may be interested in coming on the podcast. Let us know.
yeah. Like we'll promote the shit out of your fight, bruh. 100%.
Should I start off with let's go, champ?
Absolutely. That's his language.
All right. Y'all want to set up the dad draft?
Yes.
We'll do this as a separate deal like we did last time.
Yes. So I will do a conclusion to the podcast. You want to do a conclusion to the over under, or is this part of the actual podcast?
That's part of the podcast.
All right, cool.
yeah.
Thanks to everybody for listening to today's show. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week and a great weekend. Go Tigers in Omaha. And until next week, thanks for listening to the Group Chat Podcast. Everybody, you guys stay around. That's just a formality. That's just something we do for editing purposes. How many picks do we get? 4? 5?
5.
5? All right, bet. We'd have to create a number generator for the order.
Oh, let's do the wheel. Come on, Nick.
Got a little
Oh,
wheel.
I got your wheel right here, bro. Let me get all this straight.
Ross just asked if that was Tim Storm who came on the.
Let's go, Tim.
It
Can
wasn't
we-
Mustang Sally.
Hey, Bon, go ahead and try to get Tim Storm on.
I would. Can we turn him? Can we flip him in the middle of the interview? Poor Tim's. Dude, we gave those guys such hell that night. Oh my God. That was so rough to be a wrestler that night.
All right, Shannon Briggs has been contacted.
Perfect.
Indiana's on the comeback.
Yeah, they are. They're playing well, dude. And look, dude, the thing that stands out to me watching, the fucking fans are standing the whole game. It looks lit in that building right now. Look at it. They're all on their feet.
11
Bet
to
Cassie
2
just got
run.
be pumped up in there.
Cassie just like, they got a little wheel.
The famous
Beatrice.
Wheel.
Let me get rid of all these stupid names.
Here comes Sinbad Incorporated.
So so Tommy doesn't have a heart attack. What is the rules on this?
Dude, I don't know that there was even rules on the first one. It's just like, hey, just draft the 5 that you like the best and the people are going to vote. Like, Tommy just chose to make it a beauty contest. I don't know if there was ever any rules, right?
I mean, the way y'all were going about it, it was like, who was the greatest mother that you would want to run to if you girlfriend
Oh,
cheated on
That's
you?
kind of what it was. Best
Well, I didn't
TV
take it as
mom.
that way.
As
You say
Victor
TV mom
Nelson
to me.
says, this is easy.
That's easy. Who
Yeah.
gets the first pick? Damien?
Oh, well,
Nick
don't
got the
let
first
Nick
pick. It's
spin his wheel.
And the wheel's spinning right now.
Coming straight from India.
That's a terrible impression of an Indian person.
First pick goes to
Yeah, let's go, champ.
Casey. Gets first pick.
Rigged.
Casey's looking at
Second
my face. I'm about to take
pick.
it off.
Oh, I got it. I already know who we got.
Look at the lag in this wheel. No wonder those Indian people were pissed.
Yeah, Nick, let's go.
It gets second pick.
Don't leave me with a
Damian
wraparound.
and Tommy for pick number 3.
Bado's
doing a
picking
snake?
last.
Yeah, we snaking it.
Bado's picking. Oh yeah,
Oh,
buddy.
yeah, I'll take the
Yep.
snake.
Damien gets the third pick, and that leaves us with only Tommy left on the wheel to get the fourth pick.
As long as it's not a trouser snake, I'll take it.
Tube snake.
All right.
In case you got a lot of pressure here, because you got a lot of folks going for one person.
Yeah, I'm picking Uncle Phil first. Yeah, I mean,
Nick,
Good
you write
pick.
this down?
Yeah, I'm gonna write it down.
like this. We don't even need to do a pre-draft workout. Like
What's
nothing.
his?
Like,
You gotta say his full name. Where's he from?
Philip Banks.
yeah.
From not from West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Okay.
I'm still winning this.
Well, I got a few aces up my sleeve.
I'm picking 5.
Who's next?
Me. And with the second pick of the dad draft, I'll go with Al Bundy.
Good pick. Very good pick.
From Married with Children.
4 touchdowns in one game. Poke eye.
Up next is Damien.
No, Tommy goes. I'm
No,
the
you.
snake.
I got
Oh,
the
me.
snake.
I
Yeah,
thought,
you're third.
Damn, I wanted the snake. Oh, man, this is tough. From the reigning champion, Team Damien, we're going to go with the cleanest house possible in the San Francisco area.
Damn
And
it.
we're going to go with Danny Tanner,
Hey now.
former Warrior,
Good
cleanest house.
Former
Wake up
Warrior.
San Francisco host.
Let's
Wake
go.
up, San Francisco.
Let's go.
I was about ready to say, is he on cameo? I forgot he's dead. My bad.
R.I.P. Bob Saget.
Yep. R.I.P. Bado 2 in a row.
So, 2020 Damien would have said Uncle Phil is technically not a dad because he's an uncle.
But he is a dad.
This is Carlton's dad. What are you talking about?
I agree, but that argument was raised 5 years ago. With the first selection, I'm going to go with Tim the Toolman Taylor.
Stole Nick's pick.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's
Well, he
a great
stole
pick.
he stole mine. And this is really where it gets tough because I have 3 guys on my board. And I'm just going to go with the sake of nostalgia. And I'm going to take Mike Brady.
Good pick.
Good pick.
Good pick.
Freaking
Dude took
reach.
3 kids that wasn't even his. Put him in his big house that he had him made for. Had him made.
And in real life, he's a big fan of this month back in the day.
Yep.
So I still got my top 5. I still got a few in my top 5, and I'm gonna wait on this one and hoping that that person comes back to me. So I am gonna go with the ultimate movie dad,
Okay.
Clark Griswold.
All right. I like that.
Oh, so movies are included?
Yes.
It
I like that.
literally says movie and TV dads.
I heard TV. That's
I
fine.
think I didn't even read it,
Yes.
so
Yeah, it does. It does.
I'm just going with the same thing that we did last time.
It does.
Back to me.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here.
Gyro talking some trash in the chat. It's the first time I hear you talk, Gyro. Oh, we got a request that your next pick be announced as Jeffrey the Butler.
Come on, fuck.
Nick does a tremendous Jeffrey impression.
Do we have to put a clock? Like, I feel like A-Bear's been on the clock.
My next pick
There we go.
is
He's going some old
from Family Matters.
Yes.
Carl
that's-
Winslow.
That's good.
That was
Who wasn't on my board. He was
he
my
was in the
Shador
running.
Sanders. He ain't on my board.
Yep, Casey.
Fred Sanford, baby. Hey, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey.
You big dummy. I was gonna pick him.
And now, man, I fuck it. I'll go with it anyway. I'm an old man at heart, and I think the guy's invincible. Cardell Walker, aka Chuck Norris. You guys just lost.
See,
Ooh,
that's
Chuck
why
Norris don't
that's
lose.
why you're gonna lose.
Who?
Chuck Norris don't lose, baby.
No clue. Who that
Walker,
is.
Texas Ranger.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't think anybody actually watched after WCW to watch this guy.
Okay.
Okay. Who's the
I
artist?
still got a few. I got a few.
Damien, you up?
Oh, I'm up.
No,
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
I
No,
was about
Damon's
to
not up.
say.
Nick's up.
I'm
Nick,
back
you
up
go.
again. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm after you.
Nick, take Herman Munster and just get this over with.
Okay. This one that I was told to pick by a wife.
Uh-oh.
Red Foreman from that 70s show.
See, I feel like he was a
Yeah.
terrible dad. So I'm gonna go along with terrible dads, but one of my all-time favorites.
Damn
I'm
it.
going with Archie Bunker.
Hey.
I knew it.
Hey. I like that.
For not being prepared, I have a hell of a team.
Tommy?
Oh, man.
2 in a row, Bado.
This is
There should be 3 and 4 for Tommy.
I'm on tilt. That was my pick. Give me Phil Dunphy from Modern Family.
dude,
That's
that-
who I was supposed to pick, not Red Foreman. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
That's who I was
Uh-oh.
supposed
The
to pick.
bidet's getting uninstalled right now, brother. You in trouble.
So last night we were watching that stupid ass cooking show. I'm a get you some borrowed time, Nick. And they had a TV ad for a smart toilet. And my brilliant 6-year-old, I said, Caroline, you think toilets are smart? Toilets don't need to be smart. I said, tell Nick that.
And I am going to go with Dr. Jason Seaver.
Good pick. What's yours
Growing
that from,
Pains.
Casey?
I don't know. I was actually about to Google it.
Too young.
It's growing pains, bro.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep.
All right, Damien's up.
Oh, I'm taking the house with this one. 20th on my list, but
First in your heart.
my list does not hold much water, Monsoon. Give me Vito Corleone.
I like that.
I got a stacked ass roster.
Back to me.
I'm winning this. There's no doubt I'm winning this.
I will take Peter Griffin.
Oh, all the flack I got taking Lois.
Here we go with the cartoons.
Oh, Not to sway the voters, but let's play the theme song of my guy. Come on now.
I'll play the theme song for all of them.
Well,
We
start
just-
whistling, baby.
It
So
is
it's me for 2.
Casey. Yeah.
Andy
fourth
Griffith.
Your 4th and 5th. Andy Griffith. And you got your last pick right there, rounding
Okay.
out your roster.
Now I'm actually, now. I'm actually out of choices now. Oh, no, I'm not out of choices.
Dude, there's so many.
Yeah, Dan Connor. Give me Dan Connor, baby. Come on, let's go, champ.
Couldn't do it because of who he was married to.
You don't like Roseanne?
No.
Dude.
By the way, just as a
Me.
technicality, I think is it Andy Taylor? His
Yeah,
name on
well,
the
yeah,
show?
yeah, yeah. Andy Taylor, yeah.
I
And
Correct.
for my 5th and final pick, I am going with Bandit Healer from Bluey. Goat
you
Dad.
cartoon
Goat
mother.
Dad.
Y'all
5th pick
suck.
with 1st pick value. Mom.
I've never heard this.
Dad.
Oh, I never mind.
You never heard that riveting intro is what you're talking
up?
about.
Bingo.
It's Tommy. No, Damien.
Damien with his 5th and final pick.
I'm gonna preface this.
Hey. Hey.
A
There's no
dead
rule saying it has to be a human.
A dead cartoon.
What's this guy's name? Mufasa.
Basa.
What do you mean? What's this?
I was thinking
guy's name?
Simba.
Simba's the heel.
I don't watch cartoons.
No, Scar's the heel.
Scar's the heel. Simba's the heel.
Simba's
Yeah.
the baby face.
Okay, we are at
This team
Tommy
is
for the
solid.
Mr. Irrelevant Father.
Oh man.
This team is freaking solid.
Give me I hate him. I hated that show. I'm not going to try to cheapen votes because I would hope the people that I'm friends with don't like Seinfeld either. So I'm not taking him.
How have you not
Do
picked Zach
it.
Morris?
Show me that smile. Give me Terry Bollea, also known as Hulk Hogan.
Hogan knows best.
Hogan knows best.
So okay, that's a good pick. I was going to ask you guys, but it would have given away my thought. I was going to ask you guys if Monday Night Raw counted, and I would have picked Vince McMahon. But
I mean, it's a TV dad.
he is a TV dad.
I almost went Donald Trump
He was on
Just
The
to-
Apprentice.
I have
just to steal some votes, but
I have 4 more dads on my list that didn't get selected.
Okay, who you got? Honorable mention.
Daniel Hilliard from Miss Doubtfire.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hell yeah, it's a hell of a
love this
dude
dad.
went
kid
through a
so
lot of
much
shit
he
just to see his
celebrated
kids.
June. I like it.
Nobody took Homer Simpson.
Yep.
I wasn't
Jed
picking a
Clampett.
cartoon.
I thought Sammy. I thought Tommy was about to take Frank Costanza.
Would have been solid. What about Morty Seinfeld?
Yeah, another good
The-
one.
What about
the dad on
Tony
Wonder
Soprano?
Years.
Tony
And
Soprano?
another one I thought Tommy was going to take for sure was Jesse Katsopoulos.
Yeah, well, after I was unsuccessful with Aunt Becky, I decided to nix that family.
Number 8 on my list was Darth Vader.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
And-
breaking out the big guns. there.
Cheers.
16 is Marlin, the dad from Finding Nemo.
I thought you were talking about Big Fave.
What
I mean,
about
technically, it was on TV.
Fred
Okay, let's have
Sanford?
a rundown of our
Here we
rosters.
go. Murda's here. Thank you, Murda. Dog and Tommy's team already.
Let's have a rundown of our rosters. First, we have Casey's team. We have Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Put some respect on his name.
We have Fred Sanford from Sanford and Sons. We have Vordell Walker from
Vordell, what?
Pro Wrestling 225. I don't know who this dude is. Cordell Walker,
I have no clue.
Walker, Texas Ranger. We have Andy Griffith, and we have Dan Connor. He definitely has the oldest team. My team, first pick. Ow!
Oh,
Bundy!
Here we go.
Second
Bundy.
pick. Carl, the Truth Winslow. Third pick. Red Foreman from That 70s Show. Fourth pick. Peter Griffin. Let's hope he doesn't run into that chicken. And fifth pick, who could be the GOAT dad, Bandit Healer.
This reminds me of the Say Bada Bo episode where they're in the motorcycle race and Kurosi's like, yeah, hey, we got Zach Morris, we got Lisa Turtle, we got Craig Stram.
Well, unless people under 10 are voting, I don't think Nick wins.
Damien's team.
This is the GOAT team.
We have Danny Tanner. Second pick, Clark Griswold. Third pick, Archie Bunker. Fourth pick, Vito Corleone. And fifth pick, Mufasa.
Mufasa.
I am not losing this. I hit every age group on that in our listener base.
And Tommy's team, first pick, Tim the Toolman Taylor. Second pick, Mike Brady from the Brady Bunch. Third pick, which should have been on my roster, but I picked the wrong dude, Phil Dunphy. Fourth pick, Dr. Jason Seaver. And fifth pick, Terry Bollea, also known as Hulk Hogan.
Hogan must pose.
Chop likes Nick's pick, so Nick's screwed.
Hey, hell yeah. Thanks,
Gyro's
Chop.
asking who Archie Bunker is. Gyro, put that in your Google machine, and you're going to see why him and I get along really, really well.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob was here, it would have been just like, and the Anderson or whatever, that the Blackish host, whatever.
Anthony
It's
Anderson?
like recent stuff. Dude, he's too young. He doesn't know anything about
Thank
him,
you.
the Toolman Taylor,
Thank you, Marcus.
Al Bundy.
Make sure you vote for me.
Come on, Marcus.
That's the GOAT squad.
I mean, you give a guy some little Debbies, and now all of a sudden he sells out.
Whatever you want, he's voting for.
That's
He
right.
gave him-
Still from
he
LCO,
gave him
we
some
still don't get
Christmas tree
along.
cakes.
That's what I'm saying.
You got him for life.
We're going to post this up before Father's Day. Hope you guys give us a vote. I'm going to buy votes if I have to get this guy off of his high horse.
Who's so let's take an action item. Who's doing the picture gathering? Because Tommy was terrible at it.
I got you. I'll take a picture of the list. I got you. You said I'm the go to sending the picture.
John Pete in the audience. Who do you think got the best team?
Yeah.
Casey?
Let's go.
Casey?
Let's go. I got Chuck Norris, dude. He never loses in anything.
I don't know.
Anyway, we'll see how that goes.
Gyro said out. Yeah, I know he ain't talking bad about Al Bundy. Gyro, I like it ain't gonna be. I'm not gonna give you any softballs next time you're here if you're talking bad about
You already little brother.
Tim the Tool. He's talking bad about the Tool Man too.
Yeah.
Dude
Called
was,
him a
born,
cuck.
dude was born last year. Like, can't expect him
Too
to do all
young.
this stuff.
Oh man.
But he still gets a vote.
Right. Yeah. Hey, Gyro, my guy.
I wonder who
Love
David
him- I love
Abear's
me some
favorite
LeBron James,
TV
bro.
dad is.
Who's that?
I wonder who David Abear's favorite TV dad is.
Mm.
He never joins in the chat.
Hey, Halliburton for 3.
That's all you gotta know.
Well, I told you all the Pacers were winning this game. We up 3. A minute and a half left to go in this first half.
Appreciate that, Pierce. I'm glad you caught on to where I was going with action items.
So we appreciate you guys for your participation. Send us your votes. We're going to get that out on social media. That is our TV Dad Father's Day draft. And we thank you guys for participating. If you have any of them that we left out, shoot us a comment on any of our social media platforms. Let us know how you think that we did. So again, for Nick to my right, Damien to my left, Tommy across the way out there in River Ridge. Thank you guys for listening to the Group Chat Podcast.
Single SIGs.
Don't go anywhere. Again, that's just a formality, an editing formality.
You ready to tackle this monstrosity of a mailbag?
Yes, sir.
About to need a
Big Steve
snack
was
break.
packing the heat.
Got
Mailbag.
mailbag, and we got a couple little games coming tonight.
Hey, Bridge, what you doing in my street?
I was about to bust it out earlier when Tommy was talking about John Curtis. John Curtis, what you doing in my street?
We got to have that poor woman on the show one day.
As long as she talks like that, I mean.
Oh, now I got to collect myself. All right.
Big dog, analytical leader,
Ready?
Clubhouse. Yep.
And it is time for everybody's favorite group chat podcast segment. It is the Not Mott's Mailbag, brought to you by the Lafouche Concert and Events Club. You guys know the drill by now. We post a status on social media summoning questions. If you want to reply to that status when we post it, drop it in the comments next week. If you got any of our phone numbers or whatever, just shoot us a message, whatever, get your question to us. We've got a mailbag full of questions today, and let's just jump right into it. The first one comes from Mama Daigle, who wants to know, what athlete in this history of sports would you like to give a do-over for their career?
My A number one, I had such a love for Bo Jackson growing up, probably because of taking him to Super Bowl, but I would love to be able to see what he could do without the injury bug.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm going to go with, it was a tie between Derrick Rose and what was the guard from Portland?
Brandon Roy.
Brandon Roy. That dude was unbelievable in his first couple years. But Derrick Rose would be my number one.
Tommy?
So Damien took the obvious answer. I'm going to now have to go with, I'd like to give Baker Mayfield a do-over and not get drafted into the cesspool that is Cleveland. But if that doesn't technically count because he's resurrected his career, give me Penny Hardaway.
That's a good one, too. I will go Johnny Manziel. Get him off the booze, get him off of his own ego, get him out of Cleveland. I think he could have been legit. I mean, he was a good runner. He did have a good arm. He threw well in college. I would like to see Johnny Manziel given a fair shake. So that'd be one. But I think it'd be very entertaining.
Oh, I agree.
Shout out Tommy. No echo tonight.
Yes, no Echo Bado, baby.
I know. I found out that apparently I'm not even on the fancy mic. This is the computer mic.
We hear you loud and clear, brother. as he's dissing you, I'm complimenting you. Gotta love it. Concerned in Cutoff wants to know, while playing a round of golf and everyone in your group is playing like trash, one of your group members has a prior engagement and decides to play ahead. Their scorecard while playing alone resembles a mid-90s Tiger Woods. Do you have the right to question their card? Absolutely you do.
100%.
Absolutely you do.
Yeah, if somebody's not watching the drops and the extra 10 tee offs, I think we might have a little issue there.
Like if I'm normally shooting 110 and then I come, hey guys, I broke 80. You guys not gonna ask any questions?
Would you get triggered by that if we did ask questions?
Not really, no. I mean, I know what circle of friends I'm in.
Look, if you're playing with somebody and they're scored triples from when they're alone and when they're with a group, it's a huge red flag.
We need to play where somebody else keeps the scores.
I'll keep your scores next time. You keep mine.
That's the way it usually goes. Like you usually don't keep your own score. You usually keep the other person.
But do I have to stick around and wait for you after I drive?
I could hit you now. 100%.
Tommy, if like let's say you're playing men's league basketball and you average like 7 points a game, and then you the next day you show up and you tell all your coworkers, man, I dropped 35 last night. Would you be offended if they questioned you on that?
If a tree falls in the forest and you don't see it, does it count?
Thank you.
I mean, I don't know why you would care about what your friend claims he shot. If he doesn't shoot it when you're playing with them, it doesn't count.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
He's in the chat talking shit.
He's probably in the trees looking for his ball.
What is all this? The stuff with Grand Isle and Moscow.
Oh, that's good. That's
okay,
good. That's
I didn't see that. Okay, so I don't have a. Okay, so this is from Captain Kirk from the back deck of a trawl boat. All right, give me a second. It's going to take me a little while to navigate through this.
About to go get a snack while you read this.
Snack pack.
There were reports that some Russian luxury yachts used to offer pirate hunting cruises.
Somali pirates.
Okay. Like for a few grand a day, you hop on a boat, they hand you an AK-47, a couple rocket launchers, and you just cruise around, hoping pirates show up and you could blast back. So basically, this is like playing Grand Theft Auto. Like you're just, all right. Now imagine that coming out of Grand Isle instead of Moscow. You and your buddies, cooler full of beer, boat full of bullets, and one crazy offshore weekend. If it was legal and sort of safe, Would you do it, or is that just a step too far? Whew, lot to unpack there.
So just to give a
Man.
backstory here, that was a question that came from my vault. Mark Cuban was questioned on a podcast earlier this week about if he ever heard of that. Why Mark Cuban? No clue. But there was this Russian company that was offering these charters to locations that Somali pirates often get there. And they often hang out there waiting for cruise ships and waiting for other ships to pass so they can rob them. They offered these trips with weapons, and you got to go and try to knock off pirates.
Wow, that's crazy, bruh. Like, hey, bruh, come on this boat, and if we see some pirates, just start shooting. That's
I'm pretty sure that's like an act of war.
the question does say if it was legal and sort of safe. So my concern would be, hey, I don't want to get shot. But then again, like, I feel bad going deer hunting. I don't want to kill a freaking animal. That's just another human. So I'm the softy of the group. I don't know that I'd be able to do that, bro. Like, bad guys are not. I think I'm too much of a pussy to do that.
You ever watch Captain Phillip?
Look at me.
Me?
I'm
Yeah,
the
yeah,
captain
yeah.
now.
I have, yeah.
I feel like I got a hatred for those type of pirates just from that movie.
Fair
So,
enough.
If it's legal, I'm in.
And
I know
sorta
what you're
safe.
thinking. Illegal. Illegal.
In fact, I would do it in a heartbeat, allegedly.
Nick?
I'm in.
And so you're the gangster of the podcast. You've been in prison before.
These people are shooting back though, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
So how could we make this sort of safe?
If they're shooting back, I don't think you can make it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
None of this is safe.
yeah, this is, yeah, we're getting sketchy.
But look, going offshore 120 miles just to go fishing ain't safe. You could get stabbed in the leg by a whatever kind of fish, or bit by whatever kind of fish, or hit. You're done out there. So
you
what's
could
the-
have
what's the
a
difference.
charter boat captain jump into your boat. And like we saw that video a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago.
R.I.P. Steve Irwin.
Yeah, yes, indeed. Pierce wants to start some traka with this next question. What was the best snowball stand ever in the Down the Bayou area? Stand could be still open or closed for good. This is Pierce from soon-to-be village of Golden Meadow.
So I need to let everybody know I do not recognize any snowball stand above the Intercoastal Bridge.
You missing out, bro.
Groms, baby.
Okay, so I'm gonna go into this and say that the goat of snowballs is Missy Lane in Larose. Absolute goat. Nobody's stopping her. You can go to New Orleans. You can get you some of the. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a really good
Hanson's
place
Snow
to-
Blitz.
Hanson's. You can go to Hanson's.
That's Lockport.
Still not as good as Missy Lane's,
That's Lockport.
but there is a stand in Larose that is never open. But when they do open, they may be better than Elaine's.
Who's this now?
Snowed in, Nick Walker and
Oh, that's
Aaron Walker.
Terrence's people.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Amazing snowballs over there, but they never open. So when Terrence goes help him out and opens, he texts Claire, "Hey, I'm open. Y'all want something?" Absolutely, and we get hooked up.
Ron's Place, Golden Meadow. Go.
Come on, the double cup special.
The Hershey Surprise.
Hey, look, dude.
It's always a surprise in the bottom of that cup.
We are just like a half of a mile away from a place that's pretty legit too now. The chill out's pretty legit.
Now, chill out's good stuff.
I've never had a
Groms,
snowball. I'm
always,
not a big
forever.
snowball guy.
Next question.
Thank you, Tommy. Hey, are you guys like me? One of the big things, Damien, I'm with you. Not a big snowball guy. Like, I just don't like that it gets everywhere. Like, I don't like having a
what are
red
you
and
doing
purple
with your
mouth and-
snowball? Oh, this
That's
snowball
what
is
she said.
delicious.
No, man. Like, I don't know, like having purple teeth the rest of the day. Like, I feel like I got to get either wedding cake or coconut, or my day's ruined.
So there's a couple different places that have clear flavors.
Yeah.
That's usually what I go to. But Casey may be like corn. Casey may be eating the snowball sideways.
I'm more into
Lengthwise.
daiquiris in my age.
But Elaine's got some good little flavor. You know, all the snowball stands has their little mixture flavors and all. Elaine's got some good stuff.
Yeah,
up
but you
there.
got to go hunt pirates
Bro,
to get there.
You could just go visit Kef.
It's in
Nobody-
Assumption
It's in
Parish,
Kef's
Nick.
yard.
Nobody wants to visit Kef.
Bro, the best thing is when that you go get a snowball and then you catch the bridge on your way home, and then you finish a snowball. You just go get another snowball while waiting for the bridge, and then you go home.
What's your opinion on, and everybody, on stuffed snowballs?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, awesome. Condensed milk snowballs even better.
Do we get the actual top on the snowball, or we do get the cup
No.
larger? Or
No top.
yeah, I don't do the top either. That the ice is not the best. Yeah, I don't do the top. Nick,
Condensed
No
milk.
preference.
Put a little condensed milk in a coconut. And not Groms. Fuck Groms.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You
oh,
see, because
don't
you
you
recognize
say
the goat.
that.
Because you
Elaine's
recognize the goat.
Don't
flavors.
you say that.
She has like about 5 or 6 flavors that I rotate through. Condensed milk on top. Awesome.
You have enough gas money to get there?
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
a nice little trip, but you know,
My dad wanted some the other day, but he can't fly, so
nothing
like he wasn't able
spending
to.
some quality time with some screaming kids in the back of the car.
Sounds lovely.
Okay, I like this next question from John, who's actually in the house. If someone came visit down the bayou from another country, and you had to give them 3 meals to try from down the bayou restaurants, what are they? This is an incredible question.
My 3 is going to be from Mimo's, the garlic parmesan / butter sauce fried oyster appetizer.
Sasebo.
2, steak from Cherami's, best on the bayou. Could use a little more seasoning, but it's the best cut of meat on the bayou.
Yeah.
3rd is crawfish from Little Eagle.
That's one of the ones on my list. Crawfish from Little Eagle. That's the best in the world. CM Punk. Best in the world.
How terrible is that feud going to be with John Cena? My God.
For me, I don't know. Take them to Cherami's or Meemaws or Mommy Joe's or something and let them pick. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to recommend. I don't really eat that much Cajun food.
This dude.
Crawfish. I mean, I like boiled seafood.
You had a fucking scouting report for
Yes.
Chicago pizza, but you can't tell them what to eat down the bayou?
And he takes a 3-day trip to go get a snowball, but he can't freaking pick a meal down the bayou.
Yeah, I'm not like into the etouffees and the coutbillons and stuff like that.
It
Give me
doesn't
give me some boiled seafood and hey, go to this place, get some shrimp. Go to this place, get some crawfish.
Honorable mention, chill out, beefy cheesy tots.
That ain't too bad either, bro. That ain't too bad either. Tommy, you want to go?
I mean, it doesn't say defunct, but Damien, I mean, if they were able to eat Chiquitas, a roast beef from there, that would be number 1. Give me the pho from Benny B's.
Hey,
That's going to be up there. And since both of
favorite.
y'all said crawfish, I will say a steak and then one of the pick your bang bang appetizer item from Cherami.
And see, you're not a mayo guy, but you like
bang,
bang bang stuff.
I
Bang
love bang
po'
bang
boy.
sauce.
bang, bang, po' boy.
Nick's wife calling him out in the chat. John P, can you grab that blue Powerade please, in the fridge? But God bless it. I guarantee Nick can tell you where to go in Houma.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, big Houma restaurant guy here for
Now,
sure.
let me tell you where this little cellar is in Chicago with the fake pizza in the
Bruh.
bowl.
Let's take a little day trip to Chicago.
It's
Yeah.
only a
You might
rumor.
as well. That's where you get your
Yes, say
freaking
that's-
snowballs from.
It's on the way for sure. I'm going crawfish at Little Eagle. I'm going chicken and sausage gumbo at Meemaw's. Let me see the last thing on the list. Chicken and friends at Mama Joe's.
What
is-
exactly is a chicken and a friend?
It's legit. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is, honestly, because
I always see
it's-
that on the
it's
menu. and I'm just
ridiculously
like,
good.
what the hell is that?
It's like chicken with like some cheese and spinach and stuff.
John Pete is the GOAT, bro.
Like, guys, you on camera right now, brother. But
Look
that's
at that
okay.
head. Fix that oatmeal.
Good job. Thank you, John.
This is
You-
the GOAT drink right now, by the way. Sugar-free Powerade.
Oh, yeah. No, sugar-free Powerade is legit.
Wish I had a
All right. So
transfusion.
next question, and that was a very good question from John, by the way. Marcus one from LCO wants to know: were summers this hot when we were kids, and it just didn't affect us the way it does now that we're old and grumpy, or is it all just all around hotter now because of global warming? Also, how did we make it through those hot summer days on purely shot of hosepipe water here and there, where now I have to have a gallon of water a day to survive? I could get on my soapbox on this one. Global warming is a hoax. It is not hotter now than it was, because if it would be, I would watch the news and the high temperature record would be from 2020 every year, but it's some day from like 1910. We're just wusses now. That's all it is. We're just getting older now. It was every bit as hot then as it is now. The climate ain't changing. That's all just about a situation where if you study something for long enough, you can find whatever it is that you're trying to look for. You can make stats say whatever you want them to say. Marcus, I love your question. Love you, brother, but it ain't hotter than it used to
It's
be.
all about a narrative. They want to push their own little agenda. So they're going to say it's hotter than it used to be. And it's not. It's really not. We just didn't have phones that tell us the temperature all the time. We didn't have computers that tell us the temperature all the time. It was just if you happened to watch the news that day, you might know. But we just went outside. It was just as hot. We did more stuff outside. We didn't have anything to do inside. It was just as hot.
And another thing too is they'll say, "Oh, well, they got more hurricanes now than before." Yeah, well, we got radar that could see everything off of the fucking coast of Africa. Everything's spinning in the Atlantic Ocean. Before, like, we were using like nothing, no technology, and we were just a magnet. Yeah, a sun
water levels are the same level they were in the 1900s.
So
the land might be sinking, but the water's the
what
same.
y'all are saying is global warming allegedly.
Yes, myth.
That's one.
That's two. Yeah, at least.
D?
It's the same. I've been outside way too much lately, and we're just old. We made it through all of that. Well, we thought we were tough, and we're tougher, but we've grown to be soft, and that's why we host podcasts now.
Budo, you are a premier head baseball coach. Is it hotter now than whenever you were in off seasons past?
So I think the only reason that could be true is possibly we have less trees to provide shade, but I don't think it's that much of a difference. I think we are just older, we are just fatter, and we are just more hairy. And this is why we sweat more, because we don't move as much. And I think we're just grumpy, like you said. So
I'm sweating now because of these freaking.
It was never 68 degrees in my mom's house. So going outside from 80 degrees to 100 degrees wasn't that bad. Now you walk out of a 68-degree house to 100 outside.
We also frequented slip and slides and Kess pools more than we probably do now in our 40s. So
I'm gonna need you to drill down on the less trees theory.
Oh, I'm going to say that could be the only thing. I just think that with, I don't know if it's a fact, but I'm going to assume that there is more construction. And so trees are,
but we have
forests are being cleared. So there's less shade being provided, less tree houses to play in.
There was probably a tree right here at some point. They got cut down.
Now look, shout out to all of the people in our parents' generations who went to school with no AC. That must have been brutal. My dad always tells me stories like, "Oh yeah, bro, you think it's hot right now? Like we went to school no AC." Now he also claims to walk to school in the snow and stuff when it didn't snow, but that had to have been miserable going to grade school and it's like 90 degrees in the classroom.
Now it's 50 degrees and they all wearing hoodies in the sun.
Exactly.
It's gonna be like y'all.
My grandfather would be pleased with no AC right now.
Greg Paul Thompson, you had something to add?
Yeah. So
go ahead.
Globally, there is a net loss of trees compared to 20 years ago, despite some regions experiencing gains. There has been a gain of a 130.9 million something. So it's not that
houses.
Bad. Yeah.
So hectares.
The trees are still doing all right.
We all right.
Million hectares in California right now.
I'm about to say we have had an influx of hectares.
Stop shit talking my brother.
Oh my God. Oh, that's not politically correct.
I heard on the radio this morning that the riots are coming to Fouchon.
Oh no!
I know what you're thinking. Illegal.
Greg Paul Thompson from the interwebs wants to know if Paul Skeens keeps throwing gas for a team that finishes 68 and 94. Should he start faking injuries like Kawhi until the Pirates trade him? He ain't going to start faking injuries, but here's what's going to happen. The Pirates are going to realize, hey, we cannot afford to pay him the $500 million contract he's going to get. So they're going to say, why don't we trade him? Because he only plays every fifth day anyway. We're going to get 10 prospects for him. Then when those guys get good, we're going to lose them all too, because we're a terrible franchise. So I don't think Skeens is going to even have to do anything to initiate that. I think the Pirates are going to realize pretty soon, we can't afford this guy. And within the next 2-3 years, he's going to be in a big market because the Pirates are going to know we can't keep him here anyway. So why not get something for him while we still can?
But what you going to get for him?
Prospects, baby.
I feel like they've been doing this for the last.
Well, that's why they're the Pirates. Yeah. Like, I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but yeah.
Like you hope, like you get all these prospects hoping to get a Paul Skeens, and then you get a Paul Skeens and then you just give them away.
That's what you do. That's what they do, at least.
Yep. So my answer on this is it's almost embarrassing at this point to have him in Pittsburgh. It's kind of like having a team full of studs that someone else coaches and the players know more than the coach.
Oh, sounds like you've faced or seen some of them lately.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So we got a request from
Ooh.
the chat to play this.
Hey, mate, what do you do when you see a crocodile?
Crocodile Mile.
You slide, you hit the pump, take a dive. It's Crocodile Mile, the great new water slide with splashdown pool. And the incredible boomerang bump that sends you flying. But
boomerang
watch
bump.
out for the crocs.
Crikey.
You run, you
That's legit.
you hit the pump,
I'm sensing a intro and our photo for our group chat.
Yeah, they have
Photo,
one on that
cover
application.
photo.
I did not have a crocodile. I coveted one. We did have some slip inside stuff that Big Steve made.
We just had Visqueen in the yard,
which
with
that works too.
dish
now.
soap and water
That works too now. Hey, look,
and tent spikes.
to the point to what we were talking about just a second ago. Skeens has an ERA of 1.88. What y'all think his record is?
2 and 6.
6.
4 and 6
I
with a
would go- that's where I would- I knew that.
1.88 ERA. So for 9 innings, he allows fewer than 2 runs per 9 innings, and he has a losing record.
We got a few MLB The Show players in here, right?
Yep.
I have a pitcher. I'm on the Astros right now, and they are the Astros right
Yeah.
now. I'm in like 2029, 3-time Cy Young Award winner, 0.66 ERA. My team's record is 12 and 50 something right now. I'm 7 and 1. Like I get 1 run, I'm getting a win. And that's how I feel like as I'm playing, I'm feeling Paul Skeens.
So I see Gyro's comment there, but the problem with that, Jacob, is that okay, so you said the Pirates got to throw everything that they have. Their whole payroll right now is $87 million. He's going to be making $50-60 million a season whenever he gets his extension. They won't, like, if they don't accelerate their payroll, they won't be able to afford the rest of their roster. Like, until ownership says, hey, we're going to make our payroll $200 million like everybody else that's competitive.
That's the only way they win.
Right.
You need all this gyro chatter last week.
Yeah, and look, he's bringing up that the team paid 1.1 mil for his rookie card. John Pete says, trade him with the card. That should be easy. And that leads me to say, by the way, we've talked a lot about cards today. There is a show coming up at Nichols, Thibodeau Card Show. So for all the people, yeah, they sponsored by U Sports, and for all the people who listen to this and are like, there's no way that card's worth that much. Or on the flip side, oh my God, I got all these Jordan and Shaq cards. How much are they worth? Go check it out. See what this hobby has turned into. You'll probably want to throw up, or you'll probably get really mad. It's either or. So it's pretty unique, and it's a weird little subculture.
When is that again, Tommy?
I want to say it's the 21st, whatever that Saturday is in the 20s.
Okay, so yeah, my birthday is the Friday. So that's the Saturday. Are you going to that?
I'm going to try to go. I think it's like from 10 to 6 or something like that, maybe 9 to 6. I'm gonna try to make an appearance if possible.
If you head out that way, give me a ring. I'll go try to swing, but I just want to see what it's like. I mean, I don't have any cards or anything like that. I just want to see what it's like.
Yeah, it's a new day. A lot of things that you wouldn't have imagined.
So they got
when we
people
were
with
growing up.
trombones.
And pancakes.
Thankfully,
cereal.
no. Or cereal. There might be some
Tommy.
Wheaties boxes.
Tommy, do you remember when you coached the Minnesota Twins for a period of time and you had to cut the guy, but you liked his baseball card?
It was so much easier, and I could have just started Wedman, and that would have cured all my problems.
He kills the Yankees. And it was Jerry Johnson, by the way. I was hoping you'd chime in with that.
Okay, let's talk about the Pirates.
Go ahead.
A Somali pirate?
Okay, so they have a couple of different
Please.
ways to go about this. They put some money, they invest in their team. They got a stud pitcher, best in the league. Get some pieces around them. Actually participate in the league, not like they've been doing. Or you could trade them. You can just continue this vicious cycle that you've been doing for the last 30 years of trade away good players, get a bunch of prospects, none of them hit. Finally, one of them hit, trade them away, get more prospects. Or you could just sit around, not do anything, and after 5 years, he walks and you get nothing.
But here's the thing.
And you could just sell all your little Pirates hats and make your money selling Pirates hats because that's the only way to make money in Pittsburgh.
Here's the thing. And by the way, I agree with everything that you just said. I do think they need to invest more. I do think they need to grow their payroll, all that. But if you are a millionaire who just so happens, or a billionaire rather, who just so happens to own a baseball team and you don't really give a shit whether you win or you lose, their revenue last year was $326 million. So if they're saying, I don't even have to try and I can make $326 million.
All off of hats.
Skeens, Dodgers, okay, bye. Yeah, send me 8 guys, we'll develop them, whatever. That's the problem. They're still like the fans in Pittsburgh and the sport, the way it's set up, they're still making money hand over fist without having to try to be good. So why would they put forth any
Very
effort?
surprised they built such a nice stadium. They could have just been playing old Three Rivers that's 80 years old right now and still winning 20 games a year. Selling hats.
That's crazy.
Sell a lot of hats.
Half of those hats go to Lockport.
$326 million of revenue. That is unbelievable considering that their payrolls, we just said, is like
Does
$80
it have a
million.
breakdown how much comes from hats? It's got to be half.
It doesn't talk about that.
It's one of the more iconic hats in the MLB.
It is, yeah.
And that
something tells me their P&L is not online.
All right, next question. Best uniform in sports, both college and professional. This is from Pierce from the LOL Garage Golf Game.
I'm supposed to be Lil.
The little garage golf game. What?
I got autocorrect.
I mean, you want me to knock mine out real quick?
Go ahead.
Professional would be Tampa Bay Buccaneers Creamsicles.
I like it.
And college would be UNC Home Blue Argyle. I'm in.
I like it.
So you went. I differentiated my picks into 3. I did football, basketball, and baseball. That's how I took the question.
Yeah, that's cool.
You want me to go?
Go ahead.
So for football on the professional side, I went with the Houston Oilers Powder Blues.
Nice.
I hate the college team, but the pageantry and history of Notre Dame.
That's my college answer.
I like how they stay true to what they normally do, aside from some of the bowl games. On the basketball side, on the college end, I went with Indiana. Again, kind of the same thing. And
including the pajamas.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Edie White.
On the NBA side, I went with the OG Raptors. It's really the Magic, but I don't want to be a bitch. And on the baseball side, college level, LSU white pinstripes.
Yeah, baby.
And I think that kind of just went random, but I've always been a fan of the Orioles uniforms and color scheme.
Okay. I like the old school Astros throwbacks in the MLB. College baseball, like Damian said, the white LSU or the gold LSU is my favorite. College football, I just to differ, but it would have been Notre Dame just to differ. I like Penn State a lot, just that traditional clean uniform look. Professional football, let me think on that one for a second. NBA, Orlando Magic, either the old schools or the ones that they're about to bring back. We talked about those the last show. And college basketball, man, it's got to be some North Carolina, baby. I mean, that's as smooth as it comes. It's John's turning heel on me as we speak. I'm about to be going through this table. Let's see. We got one more that I forget. NFL. Give me the old Cowboys with the stars on the shoulder pads.
Yuck.
Yeah, give me them.
Okay. My NFL, I'm a homer. I'm going with the Saints of all white. Is it Color Rush maybe?
Oh, those are
Color Rush, but the helmets are fucking
with
miserable.
the darker gold numbers.
Mondo is cursing up a storm over there.
Come on, I thought you were going to be on my side on that one.
You're going with the Saints. Go with the mustard.
The helmets ruin the color.
Yeah, the helmets
rush.
don't match the
That's what I
uniform, but
said.
they could fix that. Yeah, that's my only gripe about that. In the NBA, old school Atlanta Hawks, Dominique Wilkins
I like that.
era, and Pete Maravich era.
So that's
the,
like
the
where
green and blue.
So you're not talking about the ones where the logo looks like Pac-Man, where it's like the hawk is like a.
I don't know.
I'll show you.
I think
But
he's talking about both.
It's
He was
two completely different uniforms.
Yeah.
We're talking about though.
Yeah, you're talking about
The
something.
Pete
like that.
Maravich blue and green Hawks, and then the Dominique Wilkins Spud Webb red and white Hawks.
This was the Hawks logo I was talking
Yeah,
about.
but the uniform was like the slash. Like
I got you.
What else we got? Who else? Saw this the other day. Tennessee's white baseball uniforms.
Those are pretty smooth.
Nice.
Yeah, those are
Very
pretty
nice. I think that's about all I got.
I just got 2 side texts. I'm not gonna out anybody. because obviously they didn't put it in the chat, so they might not want to hear. But Tommy basically just blamed global warming on Dufresne's lumber. And the other text was pretty sure Nick tried connecting to our TV.
Who?
I'm not naming anybody.
I did try to pull up some when I was trying to get the Bluey theme song when I was picking the dad, and it was like, what's these numbers you from the TV that you need to input on your phone? I was like, fuck, I don't know.
Connecting to random TVs in the neighborhood. Yep. All right. You don't have a college football one that you like above any of the others? See, here's the thing. I'm going to get on my soapbox here. I like LSU's white with the gold pants, gold helmet. Last year, the fact that we just found ways to not wear that was blowing my mind. Like, oh, bro, we got to be cool. We got to do what the players wear your fucking traditional uniforms. Thank you.
Give me Tulane. Tulane's color scheme. I really like it.
Yeah, John Peter put that in the chat. Casey, I'm with you, but again, Brian Kelly is a northern spy, so he's going to do everything to ruin tradition.
Oh, bro, we're going to have purple uniforms with a white helmet.
Worse uniforms.
Yeah, let's do worse.
Michigan. That helmet is stupid.
You don't like Michigan?
I hate the helmet. Delaware, stupid.
But it's the best
Same
helmet
shit.
South Lafourche has ever had.
Yeah, no.
Our current helmets are
Penn State. Oh, bro, we all white.
I like Penn State. That was my. I like their blue ones though. I like the blue ones.
I got to give out a shout out to Denver Nuggets throwbacks. I didn't know we were I thought it was just two, like college and pro in every sport. So Denver Nuggets with the Mutombo and the Alex English and Fat Lever days.
Yeah, with the city.
With the city.
Yes.
And then I am a sucker for the innovation. I mean, they get a little crazy sometimes, but Oregon college football shocked me. Whatever you put on it, I actually like their crazy ones more than when they do their throwbacks with the duck.
Sometimes they get a little carried away, but in general, I'm with you. I think some of their stuff's legit.
One of the worst uniforms ever was the Bucks whenever they went purple and green.
Yeah.
That was pretty bad.
The Michael Red days.
There was a biddy team that played in like hard hats and construction suits one year. That was.
Oh yeah, look, any maroon and gold is pretty.
Maryland's uniforms are always trash. With the, they put the state. Marcus just pointed it out. Those are horrible. Where they have like the flag and they match it like color block it with the cleats. It's pretty terrible.
I will use this platform now to go ahead and plead with South Lafourche principal, Miss Allison Chasson. Please, we tried forever and ever with Ms. Gay Jeremy. Please let us get black as an alternate uniform. Please, it has to, the way it works, the principal has to set in like some sort of bylaws with the school district what your colors are. And because South Lafourche doesn't have black listed as one of their alternate colors, they can't, in theory, wear a black uniform. I'm told it's just very easy to just change it. That would look badass, dude. If we wore a black top in basketball with that blue trim, that would look badass. Ms. Gay hated the idea. Didn't want to do it. Was not, hey, that's not tradition. Ms. Chasson, give us the black uniforms. Make South Lafourche great again.
You could do some Orlando Magic kind of stuff with that.
Yes, absolutely, Tommy.
See, Bleacher Report lists the 75 to 93 Astros as the worst ever. Those are freaking.
Dude, that's the one that I was just talking about. I think that's the best ever.
And these are the worst.
They got the Nuggets
So
on
how
there.
about the Packers throwbacks?
Make sure I clicked on the right.
Packers throwbacks and the Jets
And
throwbacks.
the old school Pirates with the weird hats.
Pierce mentioned the some minor league uniforms are pretty legit.
Yes.
Man, sign me up for the Trash Pandas.
Yes.
Oh, got the Bucks worst. Got the Bucks as the 5th worst jerseys ever.
Remember
those
the
Padres
Hawks?
were bad. The 83 Padres.
That's bad.
That's
bad.
maroon. That's almost maroon and gold.
That looks like Dwight Schrute just like playing baseball.
The Padres' new
God bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Isn't it like almost like the Miami Vice for the Miami Heat?
Those
Oh
are
man! Shout out Florida. Is it Florida Atlantic with the Miami Vice uniforms?
Yeah.
Those are freaking ridiculously nice.
The video release was one of the best I've ever seen with the dudes coming on the Scarab.
Bro, 99 Rockies jersey. Those are terrible.
Yeah, that's absolutely awful.
1996 Hawks were atrocious with the big hawk, Allen Williams, and all them.
Some of these are bad.
Steve Smith.
Yes.
Oh, the
Circa
Nets,
Steve.
Drazen, Petrovic era. Those are the
Yeah.
airbrush were pretty bad.
Those Sixers ones were terrible.
See the A's, man, they haven't changed. I like that.
Yes, like some of these on the list aren't bad.
Those are terrible.
What are those hockey guys wearing? My God.
What about the University of Illinois old school leather helmet football
I like that.
uniforms?
I like that.
You know who usually has some helmets? Air Force. When they do their military
Most teams
game or
have
something,
helmets.
they got badass helmets, is what I was saying.
Okay. Big Steve from the ICU wants to know most prideful LSU win of your career as a fan. What was the most disappointing loss? Tommy, you could swap this out. You could put Florida in there if you want. But what is the most prideful LSU win of your career as a fan? For me, honestly, like it's so easy to say the national championship wins. Is when LSU beat Florida when they were #1 in the country. That was the first time in my life that I actually thought, hey, wait a minute. All these teams that are winning bowl games and championships, like that could be us. That's the one for me. That's the most prideful win. LSU tore down the goalposts. The next week lost to Ole Miss. But hey, we'll forget about that. Most disappointing loss. You got to be Alabama in the Dome, right? I mean, you're playing for the national championship. You can just shit down your leg the whole game. That's got to be the most disappointing loss, boys.
So most prideful win, I'm gonna go Bebe's win over Alabama, just
Hell
to
yeah.
not do the national
yeah.
championship because I was there. You know what sucks? One of my all-time regrets. I was young, so I guess I didn't really know at the time, but I did get invited to go to that Florida LSU game, and I did not go. I was pretty disappointing.
Yeah.
And the 3 overtime loss to Arkansas is my least favorite LSU game of all time.
Brutal.
I love that game. That was some fun.
No, you don't. Yeah, because you
I
were
wouldn't
snuggled
like
up,
the
you were
outcome.
snuggled up next to me. Gay pride love.
My LSU, the Auburn win. Was it Demetrius Bird?
That was Auburn.
They
in
caught that
07.
last second. He did like Les Miles. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you throwing?
Oh
this
no! Oh
ball
no!
30
No!
yards?
Hey!
Congrats, Nick. You and Gyro agree.
That might be it. Either that or the Florida win when what's his name?
Hester.
Hester got that just barely put the ball over the goal line. The most painful. There's been a good bit of them. I don't know. There's worse than that championship loss to Alabama. We were still losing to Alabama, which was maybe not expected.
That Florida State loss a couple years ago with
That was
extra
bad.
Point was rough.
Look, I'll tell you one that's a sleeper for me. It was
The clock management game. Who was it against?
when we
Was it
spiked the ball with
Kentucky
no
or
time left.
Tennessee or something like that with Les Miles?
Oh, we won the Tennessee game when T-Bob had the snap.
Right.
We spiked the ball with no time left against Ole Miss.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
That's the
So
one.
for me, a sleeper for disappointing. LSU made it to the men's Final Four. I'm all jacked up. Hey, we beat Duke. We're going to win it all. We go to the Final Four, don't even score 50 points against UCLA. That was a little bit of a bummer. That UCLA team had some dudes, man. Aaron Afalo, Jordan Formar, Ryan Hollins, Luke Mbah-a-Moute, then Darren Collison off the bench. They were way better than we were. I didn't realize that looking at the box score now, but that was a bummer. We only scored 45 points and just got our ass kicked. Tommy, whoever you want to list, Florida, North Carolina, whoever you want, what was your most prideful college win and disappointing loss?
Well, I was going to throw a curveball here and actually say the only time I did not mind LSU winning a little, I still minded, but the time I minded least was when they beat Duke.
Hell yeah.
But I think the most disappointing North Carolina loss for me was Villanova. Or Kansas, because I was there live, and
Or
that
Kansas?
was horrible. Or Florida in the shoe game.
But how about when we beat Coach K in his last game?
I was there for that. That was amazing. Yeah, I mean, that canceled out what happened to Kansas. I don't care what anybody says.
Pin them, send them into retirement.
Coach K funeral twice.
You're right. Jeff from Houma wants to know, I like this question. Would you rather win one national title / Super Bowl / championship, but lose to your biggest rival 10 years in a row, Or would you rather beat your biggest rival 10 years in a row, but never win a national championship / Super Bowl / championship? So, this one's hard.
Very easy. Give me the ship all day.
But okay.
I don't care. It's
All right.
kind of like with the Saints. I got one, and now I could just shit on them for the rest of my life.
But here's my question to you. I'm not even looking at this from professional. Would you rather have one Paris championship and lose to LCO 10 years in a row? Really?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's where I was going to go as an alternative to that question. I was going to make it more local.
Give me the sign on the wall, and nothing else matters after that. Like Nick's favorite band, Metallica said.
I tend to agree, but golly, losing to Alabama 10 years in a row was brutal because we pretty much live that. Right. That's what I'm saying. We pretty much live that.
And we're not okay with it, but we love those championships. So give me the championship. And then
all day.
Like Saints win in 2009 for the next 5 seasons. I didn't give a fuck about the Saints. We got our championship and I was happy.
20 years.
Never thought it was going to happen. We got it. I'm happy. I didn't even watch. We had like stuff going on Biddy with on the weekend, so I missed a lot of games. And we got our championship. I'm back. Let's win another one. I'll go in on hiatus for another 5 years after that championship.
All right, fair enough. Tommy?
No, we ain't winning no championship with the Saints, bro.
I differ a little bit. Professional wise, give me the Saints or Baker winning a Super Bowl, and they could lose to the Falcons or the Saints 10 years. I don't give a shit. College, give me North Carolina beating Duke 10 straight years and not winning a national title because there's so much parity and so many teams seldom repeat. I'm okay with not getting the national title in basketball as long as we beat the shit out of Duke every year.
See, that's where I tend to agree with that on the North Carolina Duke side. I thought Damian honestly was going to say, hey, winning Paris would have been amazing, but if I could beat LCO 10 straight times, like I thought you were going to hear that argument and swap, but you're still going for the ring.
Is this rival that we're losing to winning the national championships the other?
It doesn't clarify. It just says you got to lose.
Because, I wouldn't want to win one and then get beat for the next 10 years with this same team winning the championship.
Yeah, Alabama winning 10 straight.
Right, yeah. I wouldn't.
Well, that's just a different wrinkle you're throwing in. I'm taking the field. I'll beat my rival and let the field win the title.
Right, yeah. That makes a difference.
Scott from Golden Meadow wants to know, what's the best breakfast cereal?
Ooh, good fucking question, Scott.
I'm an OG. I'm a Frosted Flakes guy. Tony the Tiger.
Fruity Pebbles, babe.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Fruity Pebbles. Malto Meal when they add marshmallows into any kind of cereal you want. The bags, the bag cereals.
Oh, bag cereal. Okay.
They'll just put marshmallows in anything. They don't give a fuck, and it makes it better. Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows, top notch.
As my guy Tommy Botto says, you poor.
There's only one answer: grape nuts.
Oh,
what?
I'm just
fuck, Paul.
No.
Hang on this.
No, it's
nuts, raisins in your potato salad.
I'm joking, bro. It's either Cookie Crisp, Cocoa Puffs, or Corn Pops.
Why is it? And I am this way, and I've always been this way. I don't like chocolate milk, but if I'm eating chocolate cereal, chocolate milk is acceptable. Why is that?
You like watered down chocolate milk?
I guess, yeah.
It's just regular milk with a hint of chocolate.
Like, I don't understand why that is. Like, I don't know. I'm a weirdo. Let's see. Big Steve again. We might need some time for this one, boys. And he even clarifies this out front. He says, may need some time to answer this one. I'm not talking about Galliano Golden Medal Cutoff or LaRose Biddy. I'm just talking about South Lafourche Biddy. Give me your boys and girls, South Lafourche Biddy, Mount Rushmores. Are we taking this one today, or do we need a little time?
Yeah, we're going to need some time.
Okay.
Do we have a list of stuff that we put to the side?
Yeah,
we got girls basketball.
Kyle's list of the down
football.
the Bahia athletes.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, so yeah, Kyle, girls basketball, South Lafourche football, and then now apparently South Lafourche Biddy. Make us a little running list.
I'm assuming he means the players that have started when SL Biddy became a thing since that era.
Yeah. I mean,
so I would
live with the
zero. I have zero answers or ideas for this.
I mean, Trey Bruce got to be. I think that's one.
It's tough, man.
It is tough. It is tough. I think there are a
Kobe
few.
Schwest might be on there.
Terrence.
Terrence
definitely
is-
on my
That's
list.
my two that came off the top of my head was Terrence
Yeah.
and Kobe Swift.
I'd have Gavin Botto and Grayson Botto, and you could keep the other two spots.
Yeah,
On
a
the-
little
Oh, you
more
know what?
thought
I'm
into that.
Caroline
girls' side.
St. Pierre. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
her on there.
Girl side, you got Treya, you got Victoriana,
Michaela Bynum.
Michaela, you got Kinsley Terrebonne now, Alea Gidry now,
Ava wasn't bad.
Ava.
Yeah.
Madison Ryan wasn't bad. I feel like girls is gonna be harder than boys, really, because we've had more success on the girls.
You have
programs than boys.
championships on the girls'
Right.
side, and well, we got one this year. Shout out Travis
Championship.
Terrebonne's team.
Like we didn't even mention Victoriana Nelson.
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
weren't listening to me. Like my wife.
Yeah, hey, shit happens, man.
You eat bag cereal one time and you go to fucking sleep.
I didn't say I eat bag cereal. That's him that's breaking that. Oh, bro, you put marshmallows in that bag cereal. Thoughts on Money in the Bank and Jey Uso losing the title on Raw? And who should Cena eventually drop the belt to? And why is it Logan Paul? This is from Big from BNR.
So we kind of hit on that earlier. I don't know if it was this or the actual podcast, but the 30 seconds that I got to watch, Logan Paul stole the show, big time. Is he the guy that is he the heir apparent? I don't think I want to see that just because I'm a purist. But I do need to go on record and say that I was right. Casey put me on the spot Friday on play-by-play, and I got to pick my Money in the Bank winner, and I nailed it.
Yep.
He's probably next in line. Seth Rollins is next in line. Gotta be. They're pushing him to the freaking moon right now.
So I could see a world where Rollins gets it. Rollins holds it. Braun Breaker gets jealous. Braun Breaker turns. Braun Breaker becomes Goldberg and wins it off of Rollins. I think that that's pretty logical. Yeah, I could see that. I don't think it'll be Logan Paul. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I don't think it'll be Logan Paul because here's the thing. Logan Paul doesn't need that thing around his waist to be an attraction. He's legit, regardless of whether he's the champion or not. So I think that they're not going to put it on him right now. But I also think that there's a small chance that like Cena just retires with it.
That'd be a good way to go out.
Right. Like I don't know that there's necessarily going to be someone who beats him.
There's one answer for this, and his name is Mustang Mike.
Oh,
July 12th at the Morgan City something.
Saturday.
Mustang Mike takes on Mad Dog Gil Gracie for the GSW title.
Actually, there's one name.
Hey.
He appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
I believe in Mark Henry.
Did you see Mark Henry's son got signed by the WWE NIL deal?
You see Mark Henry's daughter's on the same wrestling team as my niece Riley.
No, Tommy has green text. He probably didn't see that.
Tell that story. That was legit, dude. Like that's really cool.
And my brother was in a Zoom chat about his daughter Riley's Texas wrestling AAU team or whatever it is. And dude talking, big, strong looking dude. Turns out Mark Henry, world's strongest man.
About to say the world's strongest man.
Somebody gonna get their ass
WWE
kicked.
Hall of Famer.
I
So
know him as
actually
sexual
watched
chocolate.
I put on Raw on Monday night, and that King of the Ring tournament fatal four-way with Penta, Sami Zayn, Mysterio, and Braun Breaker, that was a really good match.
Can we now finally dispel the myth that it's not actually your boy that's El Grande Americano?
Yeah, they took the tattoo off of him.
Right, like it's not him. It's not Chad Gable. He wrestled on a
Still doing
AAA.
this?
He wrestled on a AAA show. Gable did, and then Americano wrestled on Money in the Bank. Like it's not the same person. Like we got to dispel this.
Jason Jordan.
Hey now,
Sexual chocolate.
hey now. He and China back in the day had some interesting interactions.
Wasn't he with,
Somebody gonna get their ass kicked was a better song.
Mae Young as well.
I was about to say
Yes.
Mae Young. That was a little risque.
Look, Mark Henry, when he had his fake retirement where he wore the pink jacket and then just started bulldozing everybody, that was legit. That was probably some of the best stuff of his career.
I went to a SmackDown taping when I was living in Lafayette, and it was right before a storm was coming into the Gulf, or it was in the Gulf, or whatever.
A Tim
And it
Storm?
was either evacuate or go to SmackDown.
You
suck
We
on
went to
it.
SmackDown.
Easy decision.
We ended up in the third row because I guess nobody was going. And then afterwards, we went to Hooters, met up with, I think it was Mark Henry and Rey Mysterio. Mark Henry was the biggest jackass I've ever met. So I'm nothing he does is gonna impress me.
So like he was a prick,
He
like
was
just
a dick, man.
yeah. Come on.
Mysterio was awesome.
Did
And, like,
Mysterio have the mask on?
he did not. I don't.
You remember when I met Bob Backlund?
Yes, he hated you.
So hey, listen. Bruce Pritchard always says that Backlund like would host like autograph signings and make you recite the presidents and stuff. And if you can't do it, he ain't gonna sign.
I might have been able to do it. We were walking out of WrestleMania in the Superdome, and we're literally walking out the last door to get out onto the concourse or whatever the hell it's called. And I see Bob Backlund. I say, "Oh shit, Bob Backlund, can I get a picture?" And he's like, in the nicest way possible. If I take a picture with you, I gotta take a picture with everybody.
So
I
he was
really don't have
Greg
time."
Botto.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could take one with you, but I would have to do it everybody.
So
Did you end
Totally.
up in the bathroom? And that sounds weird, but in the same bathroom that you could fit 50 people in with one of the Impractical Joker guys?
no, that was at the concession. I met Q from Impractical Jokers.
That's a better place to meet somebody.
But we did meet Willie Rofe in the bathroom of a
No, we
theater.
didn't.
Kev
We-
did.
We waited for him to get out and then shake his hand afterwards.
How was Backlund the WWF champion for 5 straight years?
He was a shooter, bro.
He's one of the few people to lose a title on a house show.
Yeah. Yes.
Diesel destroyed him in like 20 seconds.
I wonder what happened there. Like, okay, so he beats Bret Hart, Owen turns, whatever. They throw the towel in.
Oh, brother, click.
And then the next day, like Diesel beats him in 5 seconds at the house show. Like, I wonder what was that always the plan? Did they just realize after Backlund won the belt, hey, everyone in the stands is asleep. We got to do something here. Like, I wonder what was going on
I
there.
don't think we give Backlund enough respect for his run when he was the chicken wing guy and he was tapping like Bret Hart out and stuff.
That was wild.
I hated it back then, but I guarantee now if I go back and watch that, I'm gonna respect that way more.
I am watching where I am right now in my wrestling journey. He is making a return as a babyface, and he's like cutting promos. Oh, bro, I'm this big underdog. I used to be the champ. I'm 40-something years old, and he's feuding with Skinner right now.
Who did he take under his wing like within the last decade?
Who's that?
Yeah.
Darren Young.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make Darren Young great again.
Yes.
Backlund's 75, man.
think he has, like,
Unsuccessful.
You think
Believe it or not.
cameo?
Who? Bob Backlund?
Yeah.
If he gives you a cameo, if he does one cameo for you, he's gonna have to do cameos for everybody, and he really doesn't have time to.
You,
Kind
you
of the
think
whole point of that
Backlund would
business
be
arrangement, Nick.
think Backlund would be fond of kids being on a stage at a biddie game?
No, absolutely not.
Bruh, we have turned this into a shit show.
You wouldn't expect anything less, man. We don't have any other questions. Do you have any text questions?
No, that's it.
All right.
We should have got margaritas tonight, like we said.
Yes.
I am 2 weeks away from being able to indulge in that. 2 weeks away. Tommy, do you have any thoughts on Money in the Bank?
I thought it was pretty good. I wish that Chad. I'm sorry. What was his Americano would have won. That'd have been a lot better.
Yeah.
Chad Americana.
Yeah, Chad Americano, Cafe Grande Americano. I hope it's Logan Paul that takes the title off, but I'm fine with Seth Rollins. I would like a world where Cena and Logan Paul have the heavyweight and the U.S. championship together. But I do think they might try to work some angle where Cena like retires this belt. It goes away forever. He ruined wrestling, blah, blah, blah. Nobody ever beat me kind of thing.
See, this is the Bob Backlund that I
This is Bob Backlund. Chicken Wing is the greatest pulled in professional wrestling.
He called it the
and
chicken wing?
nobody,
Yeah.
Crossface
including
chicken
the
wing.
man with the belt,
Oh yeah.
not the champion.
This dude's in an old school all-star jacket with his name inscribed.
We need to get some of that for the group chat podcast when we go on a location.
This is great.
Just crushing people. Okay, so hey, look, I got a little bone to pick here with WWE. We gotta give either Braun Breaker or Bronson Reed a new name. They're both in the same stable. One is Braun, one is Bronson. I don't know who the fuck they're talking about half of the time. Why can't he just be a Steiner? Like, we all know who he is. They show his dad literally when he wins a match. So, like, they don't even hide it. Why can't we just call him by his name and make him a Steiner?
He talks
And
like him now.
He's
and does
bringing
the
back
moves.
Steiner math.
Right. Like, they don't even hide it. So why do you have to be Braun Breaker? Let Bronson Reed be Bronson Reed. Let's make Braun Breaker into a Steiner. Like, let's make that part of Paul Heyman coaching him up to take the next step. Hey, be who you are, kid. Don't be that gimmick. Like, there's a way we could do this to make it make sense.
I'm with that.
Oh, I agree.
I hate the
Victor,
the
first
black
round knockout.
I hate the black shirt,
I'm pulling
black
that.
slacks, black Air Max look you got going on too now. I don't like that.
What's that?
I hate Brian Breaker's street attire.
Oh, I got you.
Do you like how he flies down the entrance ramp and tackles somebody from 30 yards away?
I love that. I
Yeah,
love the
that's
spears. I just, I don't like. He reminds me like after the Rock got liposuction, the Rock
No.
street fight look.
No, he's in. He's got it all. He's got that complete package.
I like Braun Breaker. I think he's going to be a future champ.
Hey, Concerning Cutoff's back. Concerning Cutoff got back playing in front of people, and the scorecard magically went up 10 strokes.
Oh, I see. Nick, what you doing tomorrow afternoon? You want to go shoot, like, let's say some half-court shots at the cutoff?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
No field goals.
What's tomorrow? Thursday they have recreation, so we have to wait till after 4.
I got a gym tomorrow.
Bet.
What gym?
Can't tell you.
I can't tell.
I have a gym tomorrow.
All right. Well, yeah, maybe we could drop that in our group chat.
Good excuse for when I miss.
I have
Not youth
a
center, bro.
I have a Bluetooth microphone. You'll be able to be mic'd up while you're shooting. I don't know if that's going to affect you or not. Now I know that the roof and all has to be regulation and all this stuff.
I have a tape measure at the shop.
Paul's going to be there in full umpire gear to make sure it's regulation, and we'll be good to go.
I'm here for it.
So when we going to kick some field goals, though.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm ready. We could do that too. I mean, I ain't gonna make any of them.
Did our chat die?
Wow,
still
this
good.
party really died.
Yeah, I think it's just like 10 o'clock. That's all for today's Not Mott's mailbag, brought to you by the Lafourche Concert and Events Club. We thank you guys for participating. We'll do the same thing next week. Be on the lookout for the status that we'll post on our social media, and drop us your questions. If you have any way to contact us directly, text it, shoot us a direct message, find us a way to get your question. For Nick and Damian and Tommy, this is Casey signing off. Thanks so much for listening to the Group Chat Podcast.
Cool. John Pete, let's take a like a 3-minute break.
Let's pause for an interview. I don't think so, Tim.
All right, we back live. Just FYI. Tommy, I texted you back last week because that's the only thing that
Bless you, sir.
Came up on my Apple Watch.
Bring me the jar of peanuts, if you don't mind, sir.
So this is what we do during the breaks. Nothing special. Casey's cheating. So we're about to play some little games. Nick has one that, as usual, has not told us anything about. And the other one is going to be a cameo price guess.
We doing this now?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
You only got me for 45 minutes. We still somehow have 7 people watching this. 4 of them are probably us. Whatever. Let me know when you're ready.
Oh!
We back.
Indiana scored. McConnell stole the inbounds pass and made a layup. 4 in a row. We might get a good reaction out of this game whenever it gets to the end.
Take another shirt.
You ready, Nicholas?
You going first?
Yeah, since I have my shit prepared and we know what's going on.
Get my shit in. I'm ready.
All right, Damian St. Pierre back with another famous Little Games created by Mr. Nicholas Hebert. And tonight we have Guess That Cameo Price. So we have 10 opportunities to score. Each correct guess will get 1 point. And I do have a couple OT just in case we need it. So we got 10. It'll be multiple choice.
Is Tommy playing?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Tommy. Come on, Tommy. Somebody text that idiot. He's probably trying to save his wife out of a bag of chips. Are we back on?
I don't think so. Gyro saw me eating the peanuts.
Pierce had a good comment about Jaro, saying Jaro has talked more in the chat than he has all last week on the podcast.
Yeah, that one got featured.
Indiana's got a shot to win this game, boys.
Tommy's about to be ousted from Little Games.
Bath time. Tomorrow's bath times right now.
Y'all had any other bets in this game?
2 for 1.
Over. I think it was 226. So we're looking at it.
Oh, Shea is killing me. Adam over 34.5 points, and he's only got 22.
And 900 views and 322 comments.
There he is.
Oh, God. Backward.
You rescued your wife?
No, I was going to make some eggs.
Chicken?
All right. So I already prefaced this, so I'm going to edit this. So, Tom, we playing Guess That Cameo Price, 1 point per correct answer, multiple choice.
Oh, multiple choice. All right.
Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Good deal.
So, first one, Mike Tyson, cameo price. A, 1,070. B, 270. Or C, 670. So let's go. Oh, Nick, you want to spin your little wheel?
Oh, shit. Hold up.
Little.
Hey, we back.
I'm back like we never left, baby.
Spin your butter chicken wheel.
Butter chicken. The curry wheel.
Thanks. Oh, thanks for giving me a
Look
hint.
at that, dude.
Okay.
So, your thing don't work?
Who's going first?
Who's going first? Here we go.
The wheel is a spinning. Going first in the little game, of course. Of course. It'll be Nicholas Hebert. Of course.
Going second.
Yours sucks.
Me.
Casey. Tommy has never landed on Tommy on it.
Appreciate that.
All right. So, Nick, first one, you need to
Yeah, please.
Read. Mike Tyson cameo price: A, 1,070, B, 270, or C, 670.
I'm gonna go with 1,070. C or A.
All right,
A.
Casey, you are next.
670.
Tommy
I believe it's 270, Bob.
and Casey is going to start the dubs tonight with a guess of C, which is Mike Tyson costs $670.
Damn.
And Casey's cheating. He keeps looking over here.
I'm not cheating. I'm looking at Tommy is what I'm doing.
Wait till Tito Santana hears about you cheating on the little game.
Arriba!
Number 2, and Tommy is no, Casey's next. Casey's gonna go first on this one. Number 2, former Fab Five member Jimmy King. Choices: A, $49, B, $79, or C, $29.
He's as we learned about the Fab Five, they could very easily be bought. I'm going to $49.
Tommy,
Can I have the choices again? 49, 29, and what else?
49, 79, 29.
49 sounds right.
Nick,
79.
and you all get 0 points
Oh,
on that
so
one. It's
I
actually
should've-
$29.
I should have went
for-
with my joke and picked the cheapest one.
$29 for our former Fab Five member Jimmy King. Number 3, and I believe it is going to be Casey to go first this
No.
time.
I just went first. Tommy.
Tommy's going to go first. Number 3, former Bulls center Will Perdue.
Oh, Jesus.
A, 52, B, 102, or C, 72.
There's no way it's 100.
Which is all way too high price for Will Perdue, FYI.
52.
I'm up. I'm gonna go 72 as an amount of wins they had that one season.
Hey, maybe that's why
I was
could be the price.
I was about to say that I thought his number was maybe 52, but 72 makes sense. But I ain't paying $72 for fucking Will Perdue. 52.
So Nick Abear is on the board.
Hey,
So we got Casey 1, Nick 1, Tommy 0.
good job, Nick. That was
Hey,
that,
thank you.
Number
that one.
4, former pop artist Lisa Loeb.
Ooh.
Can we get a Lisa Loeb
You
tune?
say
Let me get a
No.
Lisa Loeb tune cranked up
don't
before we
hear
go,
what
just
I
to give you
want
guys
to.
some
Don't
think
listen
time on that.
hard. Don't something.
Beautiful, Nick.
Thank you.
That is
This is Nick's jam, apparently.
all right.
So Lisa Loeb, who's first?
It's Nick.
Me.
$13,
No way.
$103, or $73.
Lisa Loeb is prime. What are we doing here? Cameo.
Yep.
$103.
I'm next, right?
Yep.
Ain't no way it's 13. It's too big of a star for that.
Is she?
73.
Tommy?
Because she has her own Sirius XM show, I
Hey,
think it's
Junior.
going to be
Hey,
100.
Junior, talking to the mic.
103.
I really called him Junior.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I forgot
Correct
about the
answer
party mic on.
is C, $73.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go, champ.
It's a good number.
So did I do that right? Nick got the first one right, correct?
I got the last one before Lisa Loeb, right?
Will Perdue?
Yeah.
Everybody's at 1 right now,
I
correct?
don't know. I got one earlier. I should be at 2.
So Tommy doesn't have anything.
Correct.
All right.
How many
I thought
of
it was
these we have?
10.
Okay.
Had a household, Tommy. Come on.
My
Put up a
little-
fight.
My little lines jacket.
Tommy's stuck in a bag of chips right now, man. It's tough.
All right,
Ah.
number 5. Former rapper or maybe current rapper, JT Money.
Ooh.
A, 20, B, 60, or C, 80.
Casey.
See, I'm so stuck on what I would be willing to pay versus what they think that they're worth. I ain't paying more than 20. I wouldn't even pay 20. The rappers tend to have an inflated sense of self. I'm going to go 80.
Tommy.
I'm going to go 80.
I'm gonna go 60.
Nick is the oddball, and Nick is the one not getting the point.
Hey.
Tommy's on the board, and
He shook
Casey's
me.
running away with this. So JT Money, even in
Strahan.
2025, sitting at $80 per cameo.
See, this is something that's a problem with the NBA. And I know we're playing a little game here. You just see that screen Miles Turner set? He was never stopped. He was like lead blocking, and then has the nerve to complain and say that he wasn't moving. Like, what are you talking about? You were never stationary.
Nobody does anything
screen,
wrong.
every screen is a foul on somebody.
Yeah.
Holding after the screen, moving screen, pushing, all a foul. That was
a moving screen again. Oh,
said
that was
go.
nice though. He just bullied Holmgren there.
All right, number 7. Famous Saints DC, Greg Williams. A, 40, B, 45, or C, 60.
I think it's Tommy first, right?
think so.
40, 45, or 60. I think it's 60.
Nick?
Didn't the Bears have a 4-5 defense in 1985 that they used to run? I think Greg Williams was a part of that
I
team.
think it was 4-6.
4-6. Ah, damn, that ruins it. I'm gonna still go 45.
I'm going 45 also.
Where'd you go, Tommy?
60.
Tommy gets the point.
Atta boy.
60
Tommy.
bucks for Mr. Greg Williams.
Big bounty guy,
Do you like a good bounty?
allegedly.
Number 8, one of the most famous knockouts in the history of professional boxing, Mr. Buster Douglas.
Oh, man.
A, 28, B, 68, or C, 108.
You up first.
Let's go 68.
28, 68, and 108, you said?
Correct.
Man, I haven't heard the name Buster Douglas in a long time, but I feel like he's hard up for some cash. Oh, what a slam! Let's go. On his head, man. The Pacers are up 7.
68.
Yeah, I'm going 68 also.
right.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Everybody gets that point. So current score. Shit, I just clicked something. Casey running away with. Oh, not running away. 4.
Yeah, so I have
4
a,
for Casey, 3 for Tommy, 2 for Nick.
I should have a small lead.
Number 9, Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, God.
A, 1,000, B, 2,000, or C, 3,000.
The fact that those are the fucking options shows that we have a terrible world and that we need to clean some things up drastically.
I agree.
1,000, 2,000. Oh, God.
Who's up?
1, 2,
Casey?
3.
I think it's me first. I'm so disgusted right now. I don't even want to guess. 2,000.
Tommy?
Yeah, I'm going to go with 2.
Nicholas?
Wait, what Tommy said?
He said 2.
Yep.
You said 2?
Yep.
I'm going to go with
So I
2,
need to go
Bob.
different. I need to pick up some points.
Yeah.
Let's go 3,000.
The answer is B, 2,000.
Yes.
Casey might have clinched right there.
I clinched at least a
Yeah.
tie.
I think so.
And I don't guess first, so I'm just going to say whatever Tommy says.
John's giving him the numbers over there. John keeps.
Oh, yeah. See,
Number 10.
we got a system, dude.
Number 10, Jimmer Fredette.
Oh, Tommy's going to know this on the.
Can I just guess to get 2 points off of this one?
No.
Before.
No, because my games, we don't change the fucking rules in the middle. A, 50, B, 60, C, 30.
Who's going first this time?
I'll go. I think it's my turn.
I think it's me. and
Who just
I
went
think
first last time?
Casey. So it's me.
Yeah, it's Tommy.
It's 50.
For the spirit of winning the game, I don't even care. I'm saying what Tommy said, 50, because he can't pass me if I say the same thing he says.
I'll go 30.
It is actually 50.
Dang.
So Nick gets destroyed. in
Yes.
this game.
Y'all got to beat me sometime.
Yes.
So final scores, Casey wins with a 6 out of 10. Tommy is sitting at 5, loses by 1. Casey held on to the lead. He held the ball. And Nick, in his own famous little games, comes out last with 2 out of 10.
Casey and Big Steve just all day at home, just scrolling through Cameo.
That's pretty much, dude. Like
sending
just
each other
looking-
cameos.
I
Hey,
thought you would win. You've been looking through Cameo.
I thought I was gonna win too. Like I
In
thought I knew all these prices.
Typical me fashion, I'm gonna have a gripe because Cameo has a Father's Day sale right now, so I think some of these prices are
I did
skewed.
not take into account the 20% off for Father's Day. I went with the OG prices.
Here we go.
Just FYI, because I knew that would be bitched about.
Well,
Lawyers always got something to bitch about.
I just saying.
Because everything would have been off by like $2. So I just went with the OG price.
Sign us out, Damien.
All right, that is it for Guess That Cameo. Another rendition of Nick Hebert's famous Lil Games. Casey finally wins one, holding on at the end to skew Tommy, who's bitching about Father's Day pricing.
Just
Peace
pulled
out.
it up. Will Purdue, $65 regular, $52 today. In no shape or form is $72.
Well, that might have been earlier pricing.
Can we? No, it's not going to
We
show my
can't
screen.
see your
but-
phone through your fake background, Tommy.
Yeah, well, look at Will Purdue, 52.
Might have been earlier pricing.
I should have
Foolish.
asked the date you pulled these. This is ridiculous. He heard this little game was coming and changed his price.
That's the 10 o'clock prices.
Fuck you, Will Purdue.
I'm with
I
that.
agree.
I am with that. How's that not a foul on somebody? Like, come on, man.
Oh, 3.
Oh, I agree.
Oh, nailed it.
Oh, I agree. Like Tommy's way ahead of us, so I don't know if this is this possession or the Thunder's next possession that he's talking about.
And here's your host, Casey, along with Damien.
Let's go.
Chat Podcast. We're talking sports and anything else that makes us laugh. Stick around here, hot takes, dumb takes, and troll each other mercilessly. It's the Group Chat Podcast.
You should have stuck an I agree in there.
Man, that's
Oh, I
actually
agree.
legit, dude.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I agree.
We
It's kinda
didn't do
interesting.
we have a theme for the
Oh, he got fouled
that's
hard.
intentional.
That's
Getting
gonna get
thrown
reviewed.
out of the freaking century.
23 is getting thrown out. The Thunder shooting 8 free throws.
The
There's a guy running to the scores table right now saying that's 8 free throws.
Oh, I had this in my weekend recap. I didn't even get to
Ooh.
talk about it.
I think he might have got ball.
So we're playing. We beat the Zawale team I was telling y'all about.
Mhm.
We beat the piss out of them in the first. Yeah, that's no play on the ball. Oh, he grabbed his nuts.
Yeah, he did grab his nuts.
The old dick twist.
So
Yeah,
we
look, he really does, dude.
we play in this. They beat the other team in the other side of the bracket, and
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was an upset. So we ended up playing them again, and we had female referees the entire time.
Oh, gee, I bet that was some.
So I was on my best behavior. I was medicated. I was good. And the last game, they threw on this lady, same lady that had given me 8 technicals and throughout the entire gym. So she was just waiting to give me something and nothing that I wanted. Nothing that I wanted. We're beating this team at 16-2. We're trying to get to the championship game because you got to go all the way to Youngsville. And the 8th grade, we're already in the championship game. So we're waiting. 20 points, clock runs. Last game of the day. They decided to call 45 fucking fouls.
Literally 45.
Literally.
Bruh.
I think it was 35-10. So
And didn't y'all lose by 3?
no, we won by 20.
Oh, all right.
This is the semifinal game. So I'm not saying anything. I'm not giving this lady the benefit of the
Play on the
doubt
ball.
to throw me out. I look about 2 minutes left. They're still calling ticky-tack fouls. Like, let's just go home. So I look at Murder and I tell him, hey, I'm just going to call every fucking timeout I got. If they want to wait this long, I'm going to call every timeout. She stuck me for that,
Who stuck you for calling timeouts?
for saying I was going to call a timeout.
I mean, whatever.
Like, what? Like, if you're that much of a bigot, get the fuck out of here.
Can you
man.
scratch somebody in AAU?
If I could, I definitely would scratch that lady.
Oh, we're gonna add that in when he's editing, I'm sure.
I think that's a banger.
Yeah, it is. That's legit.
Tommy looks like he's in Quantum Leap.
All right, you're all ready for the.
I like that, JP.
The Nick Abear little game, as Melvin gives us the call here.
Oh, bro, don't mess with him.
Looks like
It does look like Melvin.
Yeah.
I can't believe you pulled a call at Casey.
Yeah.
What was the call? Common foul.
No,
Nah, that was gonna be a flagrant something.
he's getting thrown out. Like he wouldn't even better play in Puerto Rico next year.
He's made a play on the ball.
No, he didn't.
The rule is forcible contact at the head and neck area. Hit him in the arms, to be fair, but he did also grab his dick and jerk him off for a little while.
I mean, that was as a apology. Like, hey, sorry I fouled you, but here.
There's a handy.
Hello. 2 shots, common foul. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Let's go. We in Indiana right now. We ain't getting that call.
Oh my god,
There you go.
Video.
The old dick twist.
Oh my god.
What is that from?
Thank you for getting that. I will not be there on July 12th, but I will
Gotta
say that in
love
spirit
zombie.
from a pavilion in Grand Isle. I have prior commitments, sir.
You ready?
Yep.
Stay ready.
Welcome back to another edition of Nick's Little Games on the Group Chat Podcast. I'm Nick with Casey, Damon, and Tommy. And today we are playing Guess That Coach's Rant. I will play an audio clip and you got to guess the coach that said it.
Oh.
We
okay.
got 11 clips. So don't tie, please.
So you're gonna have to figure out how. See, this is
First
why
one?
you gotta tell us shit. How in the fuck we supposed to hear that?
I'll play it on my phone into the
You
mic.
have a 1960s phone? Let me see your phone.
I'm not
So we
showing
just-
you.
we
This
can
is
take
how
all
Damien
for one?
cheats.
Take it off.
This is how Damien cheats.
Take
Just
it off.
rapid fire?
What's your password?
Ooh, Holmgren just got swatted.
How in the fuck do they even make phones like this still?
Bruh.
All right, your game. You go.
I will play it into the mic.
Do we have to wait to be called on?
No, first one to get it gets it.
Oh,
John,
yes.
we need to the head is 1, to the chin is 2. We had that going in the last game, so I'm just
Name that coach.
all right.
Let me get these.
Wait. Take that off for a second. Or are we just blurting it out? Like, what are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Standard.
Anybody hasn't read this article, I don't read it. This was brought to me
Mike Gundy.
by a mother.
Mike Gundy.
That is Mike Gundy from
Think this is
Oklahoma
for free.
State.
I'm a
Casey gets
man.
The point.
Let me tell you what
I'm
I'm talking
40.
about this article.
Can Tommy even hear? Tommy, you can hear that?
Barely.
Tremendous. Has never had a chance
Okay, now okay.
when he is upset and kick a person when he's down.
Come after
Here's
me.
all that kid did. He goes to class. He's respectful to the media.
This is pre-mullet, too.
He's respectful to the public.
It's
And he's
garbage.
a good kid. And he's not a professional athlete. And he doesn't deserve to be kicked.
Way overrated, coach.
Yes.
You have a child someday?
Okay, enough of him.
So now
And
he
the
can't use that.
reporter who-
because
Casey
he is-
gets the first
he's
first
getting
point. That was
paid.
Mike Gundy from Oklahoma State University. Next one.
Picks against Grossman and 2 fumbles. What do you see about the Bears? We shut them down that way.
No, we just
Dennis Green.
the Bears are what we thought they were.
Damien gets the point. It's Dennis Green,
What
Arizona
we thought they
Cardinals.
were.
I was
We
about
played
ready
them in
to say
preseason.
Lovey
Who the hell
Smith, but
thinks
as I
of
heard Grossman, but that's definitely Dennis Green.
So that rant was against Rex Grossman. They got iced up by Rex Grossman.
Yep. So did the Saints, ironically enough.
Okay. Next one, number 3.
This is what's great about sports. This is what the greatest thing about
Herm
sports.
Edwards.
John Chaney.
Gets it.
Oh, it's Damien. Okay.
Herm
You play to
Edwards.
win the
Yeah.
game. You don't play to just play.
You play to win the game.
You play to win the game.
I thought it was John Chaney at first. It kind of
So,
sounds like him.
Tommy, can you even hear this stuff to chime in?
Yeah, I can hear
He
it now.
chimed in on the last one. I just beat him.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard Dennis Green.
Damien's just got him muted, so we won't.
Okay. No, it's going to number 4 right now. Damien's at 2, Casey's at 1. Tommy
How many we
has-
have? 50?
We have 11. Tommy has yet to Get on the board.
I'm at a disadvantage.
Want to play, then I'm getting the fuck out of here. I mean, if you're not going to recover Greg Graham, if you're just going to let him drive by you, if the rest of you are going to let him catch the ball outside the 3-second lane and drive all the way in here without one
Bobby
guy
Knight.
challenging him, then I'm leaving
Casey
and you
gets
fucking
it.
guys will run till you can't even stop.
I had to at some point in that, I was thinking there's only one human being who would drop that many F-bombs in a 10-second span. It has to be Bobby Knight.
I'm still flustered that Nick's phone is not on USB-C.
I don't know anybody else who is other than you.
I'm with you.
I'm on USB-C.
Like those phones weren't made after 2015.
Okay, number 5.
Offensively, the first few drives to the last few games have been pretty effective. I think three and outs in the first 4 drives tonight. What do you think is the issue there?
I think we've already said what the
Nick
issue
Saban.
is. Their front seven. We couldn't run the
Casey
ball
gets it.
effectively. I don't. We just didn't play as well tonight. You got to give them a lot of credit for it. So,
Is he doing that right now?
you know,
Oh, usually he's.
I'm trying to get our players to listen to me instead of listening to you guys. You know, all that stuff you write about how good we are and all that stuff they hear on ESPN, it's like poison. You know what I mean? It's like taking poison.
What a prick.
I love him.
Oh yeah, no, I'm kidding. I'm so jealous of the successes that he had in Alabama.
Casey 3, Damien 2, Tommy 0, going into the number 6. Come on now. It's not giving me the link.
Nick's dial-up just went out.
It's 1930s roto phone.
Why did we commit a foul right there? What are we doing?
It's the Able.
Yeah.
We all know that Kane is able.
I wanted this job bad because I felt like I knew this
Dan
community. I
Campbell.
played here. All right. Here's what I know.
Tommy
Dan
got it.
Campbell.
Just as-
Dan
as-
Campbell.
Boy, Thomas.
You
got it. You got it.
What's it not going to be? Here's what
Making
I know.
sure I wasn't
I
muted.
know that Detroit's made up a great.
You're not muted.
This is the we're going to bite their kneecaps off speech.
He sounds like Nails, who I'm listening to right now on my WWE journey.
I'm going to watch some Bob Backlund on it.
Oh, big miss. Big miss. Let's go.
Next one.
Ooh.
Rather than play with 11 when I know that right now that person is not sold out to be a part of this team.
Oh,
It is more about them than it is about the team.
Oh, that's Singletary.
Tommy got it. San Francisco 49ers coach Mike Singletary.
Winners.
I want
100%.
winners.
Yep.
People that want to win.
Good job.
Okay, so Tommy's pulling. Well, Tommy is competing now. Damien 2, Casey 3, Tommy 2. Going into number 8. Why are we not doing this anymore?
Oh, they caught a foul there.
I think Gyro's trying to chime in. Hold on.
It took me a minute to catch on to that. That's good.
Do you think that the Thunder or
Speak up, Sparky.
Whatever Casey just said. I agree.
I mean, Skeet, Livy Dunn, and then
What did you think of your team's ability to withstand Florida State's impressive comeback?
Yeah, you know, I'm in favor of execution.
Oh, Brian Kelly.
Maybe our entire team needs to be executed after tonight.
Yeah, that's when he said that his whole team should be executed after they beat Florida State in overtime in the opener. The only time he's ever beat Florida State.
Okay, so we got Casey with 4, Tommy and Damien both at 2. We got 3 left.
That's how I feel. Damn sick and tired of getting out rebounded. 25 offensive rebounds. First time we block out, we get called for a damn block out. We're pushing people.
Said Pete Bell.
Meanwhile, they're on the other court grabbing rebounds, going over the top and grabbing them. We get one offensive rebound, then we get called for over the back. We don't block out very damn well, and we're not getting called, one or the other.
Coach Colin is all about to say.
That's where all frustration comes in. Offensive rebounds. The entire thing came down to
Anybody?
I have no idea.
Anybody? Tommy, Damien?
College coach, pro coach? Can you give us
College
a hint?
basketball coach. I'll give you 2 more seconds.
It's a rebound. They got every offensive rebound. We didn't get one of them. What else do you want to know? Is it just me? Am I the only one? It came down to offensive rebounds. The whole game was offensive rebounds.
Okay.
Bruce Pearl? No.
That is Michigan head coach Kevin Borseth.
Yeah.
When he comes in the room throwing his papers at the podium.
now.
Yeah, I heard he has good
damn.
ham and cheese.
I got that.
Thanks.
Number 10. Anybody's going to win this or tie Casey? They need to get both of these next two.
Trying to get our 2 boys ready to carry them to golf tournament before practice, right? 12 cats live across the road.
Oh my God,
door's
dogs!
open.
I need
Screen's
dogs,
broke.
not
You
cats.
need to get
Nobody's
them
gonna know this
screen
dude's
door.
name.
The screen's broke, so you can come in through the screen, but you can't.
He was
get
Coastal
back out.
Carolina's
I
football
turn
coach.
and look, there's a little kitty
That's worth the point.
Yeah, give it to
I'll
him.
give
Yeah,
that
he's got that.
Yeah.
How's that not a foul?
You talk about
So
the push off in the inbound.
Well, I'm talking about when Roman Reigns speared the guy who made the layup.
That was
Oh.
Coastal Carolina football coach David Bennett.
Yeah, he deserves the point. That's close enough.
So Tommy could tie. Damien's mathematically eliminated. But
Can I just
Casey-
guess the next one?
Yeah, yeah,
For 2 points, like before you start it.
no, bro, I don't change the rules in my game.
You do.
Damien got 2, Casey got 4, Tommy got 1.
I'm going Jim Mora.
Playoff.
John Chaney.
Damn, Tommy got it. You motherfucker. Now we're tied. And I don't have a 12th one.
Oh, your fucking game was so.
The answer is Jim Mora.
The next one is going to be Les Mouse talking about Columbus Day. Got it. Dub.
You got it, Nick. You been pull one.
Jim Mora,
Damien.
playoffs.
I
I wasn't gonna put Jim Mora. I felt that was too obvious.
I got a good one in my
Playoffs.
head.
How about the Pacers, dude?
They won.
Yeah, they kicked their
Yeah.
ass, man.
Go. Who called that? Who called that earlier? Let's rewind the tape.
AI.
Let's
Nick,
rewind the tape.
Nick's chat GPT called that.
No, I tried to write an article with Chat GPT and it said
Almost triple double.
what's the
The pedophile for Oklahoma, Giddy. He's now with the
Josh
Bulls.
Giddey led the team in scoring.
Yeah,
No, bro.
he's not even on the roster.
We're not doing this.
That was allegedly. He's not really. Look at Dyson Daniels just chilling
had
at
3.
the game, huh?
Dyson Daniels was there, Tommy?
Bro, I swear to God, he was just behind Halliburton.
Come on.
Wait, y'all might be seeing him now. I'm like 2 seconds.
Yep,
ahead
yep. We see him now. This is definitely him.
of you. I'm like, that looks like Dyson Daniels.
No, I think that's literally him. I don't know if he's got like a buddy or someone in Indiana or Oklahoma City.
Dyson Daniels, if you're listening, come on the pod.
Get on Cameo. We'll throw some cash.
Bro, I'm trying to. I almost bought Joe Henry, but I don't think we deserve it yet.
Nah, yeah, we gotta wait till we do our first live show.
Whoever hires us for our first live mic gets a shout out by Joe Hendry on the Cameo.
You ready?
Let's do it.
I don't know there's gonna be an ad prior to this, so just.
Bill, does that mean you were annoyed with your defensive coach?
I don't mean any thing.
Bill Parcells.
Okay?
God damn it.
Got me? I don't
Winner,
mean
winner,
anything.
chicken dinner.
Tuna.
All I
Bill,
do
you
is
always
win,
said you
baby.
might see the Redskins down the road.
And all I do is lose by 1.
Scare you?
Let me tell you what I'm scared of. I'm scared of spiders, snakes, and the IRS.
Not the Redskins.
That's a good quote.
If Damien wouldn't have pulled that one out, this was my next one.
You think having a 37-year-old on to Cincinnati?
Belichick.
Oh, Belichick.
See, I win again.
So
Didn't count.
This was on my pregame playlist for quite some time. Obviously not this.
Love this
You know,
song.
it is a series of popular beer commercials ably demonstrates not every head coach basks in the goodwill
I'm
after the
using-
game. Courtesy of YouTube sensation DJ Steve Porter, here's our spin on
You play to win the game.
I like it.
That's
Slap
the great
shot
thing
song.
about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. You don't play to win. When you start telling me it doesn't matter that we're tired. Get out. We couldn't do diddly poo. Offensively, we couldn't make
Oh,
it
there's
first
more.
down. We couldn't run the ball. We didn't try to run
Solid.
the ball. We couldn't complete a pass. We sucked. We sucked. You play to win the game. That's better. You don't play to just play it. Perform like that. You don't play to win. What's that? You start telling me we suck. We're tired. You kidding me? Playoffs? What's that? Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? Playoffs? That's pitiful. Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. Another game. Get off my coach's backs.
Go
Get
Jim
off the
Fossil.
players'
Yeah,
backs,
Fossil.
backs. I'm responsible for the whole thing. I'm responsible for the whole thing. Okay? The Bears.
There he
are who we
is.
thought they were. That's why we took the damn field. You want to crown them? They crown their ass. They are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
I told you what I'm gonna do now. Now you want what I'm gonna do.
That's what I was looking for.
Some contingency of that. Wanna know what I'm gonna do? Contingency of that. All of which are hypothetical.
I'm the coach of the team. I was out
Who's hitting? Who's playing?
I was out who plays.
Who's that, Buddy Ryan? Yeah.
That's why we took the damn field. That's why we took the damn field. What's next?
There he is.
Play to win the game. I want winners. You don't play to just play. I want people that want to win. This is how I believe. Okay, I'm from the old school. Our formula is this. We go out, we hit people in the mouth. Number one. Number two, we cannot give them the game. Number three, hello, we suck. Right now, that person is not sold out to be part of this team. Cannot play with them. You play to win the game. Cannot win with them. Playoffs. Hello. Cannot coach with them. That is so much crap.
Nope.
Can't do it. You play to win. You don't know what we're trying to do. You guys don't look at the films. You don't know what happened. You really don't know. You think you know, but you really don't know. And you never will. I'm getting on the damn beat with everybody, each and every one of y'all.
Bobby Ross.
My tail. I don't coach that way. I don't coach him to do that type of thing. You think I got your IQ, buddy? I don't coach that way. You think I got your IQ, buddy? Zero. I don't really care.
Oh, look at Jairo being stat boy. Dyson Daniels is a media correspondent for the finals.
It's a trip down memory.
Said we got some talented people in the world to take all of those different snippets and make it into a song that's like actually legit. That's impressive.
Did you see the dude who made Eminem's "Lose Yourself" with snippets?
No,
from
I
movies?
didn't. I gotta add that to my homework assignment tonight. I'm gonna check that out tonight.
Do that.
At the end, it said it takes a special talent to make coaches sound interesting.
Tommy, before we go, now the news is on WGNO after the basketball game. What do you think of NOPD's offer that, hey, to the two inmates who are still at large, if you turn yourself in, we'll provide you with the best attorneys available in the world. We'll provide you and help you with your defense. There's no way that's going to work, right?
There's two things I've ever learned. It's that the city of New Orleans sucks.
Yep.
And so do public defenders.
Yep.
I rest my case.
Shout out to these dudes for still being at large.
They won. The Golden Meadow Bridge won, really. But yeah, like we had that thing where we were talking about who is going to last longer. Will the bridge stay broken longer, or will they still be at large? And they won.
Like, it must be exhausting mentally to be constantly looking over your shoulder and not wanting to go someplace because you're going to get caught. But these dudes are fucking amazing.
You think the dude that has like 12 face tattoos gives a fuck about looking over his shoulder?
He must be.
I think
He's doing
his
a
whole,
good job of.
I love the way he's only wearing like Houston Rockets clothes, like I'm in Texas gimmick.
Yes, that is his new gimmick.
Like,
hey, dude, I'm in Texas. Look, I'm wearing a Rockets shirt. I'm definitely not in New Orleans right now.
Shout out to him though. He's giving me great content for the law office, so I'm hoping he posts another picture soon that I could transform. I need a new ad.
Dude, you were beating the hell out of Jake from State Farm the other day on social media. That was some good stuff.
If you're not following Tommy on TikTok or Facebook, give him a follow. Some interesting, entertaining stuff that he posts.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
You do that, or you got like a person?
The little videos is me.
Okay.
I record everything. I mean, I send them to a company that like makes the background of the videos. You know, I'm not going into a studio or buying a green screen. So
Yeah. I got you. I didn't know if you had like a social media intern that was helping edit or anything like that.
I might go there, but I've talked about. I think I'm way too hands-on. You know, like I don't want people telling me, "Hey, you need to say this. You should probably not curse. Yeah, don't drink a beer." Like, no, take off the Macho Man shirt. No, fuck you. Like, this is my thing.
Sponsors and so.
Tommy, have you made the Ryan Pete order?
Yeah. Well, no, I have. Well, yes, I have. I think. Why? Your shirt's too big.
We need some group chat stuff.
I could message him right now and see if he could add some.
I just got my second batch of uniforms in today.
Let me ask you guys this, but before we wrap up, I know it's almost Damien's bedtime. We got him till 10:30. Are we going to? Who's going to be the next inmate that's going to get caught? That's the first question. Will they be caught together or separate? Will they both be caught alive? Will one pass away in a crime or some get shot, whatever it may be, bounty hunt or whatever? Like, tell us how this story ends. Paint that picture. What this looks like, Tommy.
I'm gonna disparage him because I can't recall his name, but your boy Massey Antoine's gonna be the last man standing. They are
so
not,
Face Tats is gonna be last man standing.
Face Tats, last man standing. Other guy's gonna get popped. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Other guy's gonna get caught, attempt to rat out. Antoine Massey's going down like your girls and set it off. Just full guns blazing. I ain't going back. It's over. And he's gonna go down as a folk cult hero.
I disagree with that. This dude that's on social media, he's gonna get caught. They're gonna trace him. They're gonna find him. This other dude's gone. Like, he has no social media footprint.
But his old lady got arrested.
Did he?
Yeah, his old lady got arrested yesterday.
Oh, okay.
What if the other dude is using Chat GPT to put Antoine Massey's face on him?
I like that.
Nobody's getting caught. It's too late.
So you think they're both just
They can't
gone?
live their whole lives like that.
Yes, you can.
Are they in witness protection or something?
Your boy that lived in
You're not in witness protection. You do that so you don't go to jail, you fucking idiot.
Please clip that out. You do that so you don't go to jail, you fucking idiot, just so we can have that available at any given time. That's the best legal advice that we've ever gotten.
Nick, when you hear the name Antoine, what's the first thing that pops in your mind?
I know what
Randall L.
Jameson Bado.
Antoine, God damn it. What did he say?
Actors, we can make you believe we know what we're doing.
Not this.
When
It's
in
a commercial.
fact, we do not.
Oh no, that's not what I was
Antoine,
thinking.
quit playing.
Antoine, quit playing.
Oh wow.
I was thinking Antoine, the dude that went viral.
That's Domino.
Oh, kind of
That's the real
zesty
name.
dude, black guy that was they eating. What?
Glizzies?
What? Hide your kids, hide your wife. That's the Antoine that I
all
was
right,
thinking.
all right, all right. Yeah.
Kind of zesty. So you just called
he
that
was.
dude Cat?
Yep.
Oh, look on the news. Oh,
Guys, we really shouldn't be roasting each other. You know, it's Men's Mental Health Month this month.
How about
so
this, Nick?
Parents and entire
The whistles go woo.
It's called
Bub Rub and Lil
and it's
Sis.
welded inside a car's muffler to make the car screeching
only in the
loud for
morning.
nearly a mile. Well, tomorrow night, Oakland
Casey,
residents
when
will be
is
complaining officially
Salafush's
to City
Jamboree?
Hall officials. Ground Force Mark Jones
let me
has
tell you.
To change.
Tell me about the whistles.
The
Whistles
whistles
go
go.
woo.
Anybody that has it in their neighborhood is going to be totally driven crazy. It sounds like what?
Well, you want to woo woo. Just that woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the flows. They didn't trip out the flow masters.
That decoration, man. Just for
Yeah.
decoration. That's it and that's all, man. We do it for decoration.
You have it on your car?
Yeah, I got it on my car.
It was being installed. Police have told her it is legal.
They think it's a fad.
Who the
it's
hell
gonna
would
go away.
want
It's not going away.
Yeah, it's not going away.
And it's driving you nuts.
It's driving me nuts.
2.1
I work
million
at home.
views on this.
That's like an alarm clock.
August 29th, Tommy.
Some neighbors are saying
Okay.
way too
Because
loud.
I
That's
will
only in the morning.
I'll be down for an
You're supposed to
extended
be up
weekend, the
cooking
7th,
breakfast for
8th, and 9th.
somebody and
Okay, sweet.
If y'all want to do the SL football Mount Rushmore draft or whatever the hell we're doing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we could just do like a catch-up show.
Hell yeah.
If
I'll
you
get that
have
with
a video or anything like that that's going viral that we haven't seen that we could react to, send it to the group chat. The group chat
Chat?
reacts at gmail.com. And eventually, when we have enough stuff, we'll react to some stuff. The group chat reacts at gmail.com.
Nick, if you send me that, I can put that on the website.
Okay.
We
Our
good?
website's fucking tremendous.
It is. Yeah, look, it is.
Shout out Damien St. Pierre over here, our webmaster.
AI is a hell of a tool.
Webmaster Wix over here.
Yep.
Haven't seen him do web work since Gulf Coast boxing days.
Self-taught, bro.
What's
Shout-
the odds of a wrestling show and cutoff where y'all two are in the ring.
It's becoming more and more.
That's what I'm hearing. That's why I bring it up.
Already got an opponent.
Nick, I mean, he's all for it now. Nick, what's the odds?
What are we doing?
Shout out Aaron, who doesn't know.
Can you imagine the e-feds now with Chat GPT?
Oh man,
I
what?
wouldn't be using ash marker anymore. I need to
All I
get
know
an
is
update on this.
the judge would have the most glorious entrance ever.
How long we Casey? Let's agree upon a time frame.
Yeah,
When-
gentleman's
when are we
agreement.
Cutting this out.
Sunday.
What do you think? Friday? Friday at midnight?
When we post it.
We posted it Monday. And whatever you think, I'm cool with whatever. You're gonna vote and see that you have a 1-vote lead and say let's close it at
Fuck
midnight.
you use all your freaking social media to up your votes. I don't want to hear it.
The Fuji Gazette.
Yeah, everything
Bayou
starts
Sports.
commenting. I'm like,
All,
look at this
all
dude.
copy pasting the same exact message.
We still didn't have that many votes. Like there were people that like were watching the show that didn't even vote.
Victor, I showed Victor and I tried to see what Victor thought about that. He said,
I mean, come on.
He said, when Anthony Davis gets hurt in the first quarter, it's 5-on-4. Damian wins.
Give me a fucking break, man.
And when Ja Morant gets suspended, it's 3-on-5 in game 3.
They're gonna triple team Jokic. It's gonna still be 3-on-3.
I voted for
That's
Casey.
what I, that's what I said. I said he still got Jokic.
He's not gonna better make it up and down the floor.
That's the dude that punched Elon Musk.
Him?
Southeastern Conference Bennett.
So you believe the? I saw he had the black eye. You believe that somebody knocked him out?
I do.
I saw he's walking back all of his anti-Trump stuff.
With it, Shannon Briggs.
Let's go, champ.
I'm ready, champ.
I can't believe I didn't get the Barry Horowitz.
If y'all are needed some athletic apparel, the John Curtis auction is going on this week. Go check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, all the dudes that go to college send back all their like official athletic wear and shit, helmets.
Oh, that's
and all
pretty
that
cool.
stuff.
Is it like way overpriced?
It's for charity.
See if I can log in here. Casey.
Tommy, do you have a any interest whatsoever in a John Curtis helmet? Do you have one currently?
Is it from the station, the radio station?
Yeah, that John Curtis helmet we have laying around, like we don't have any use for it. Like you could literally probably have that.
Absolutely, I would love it.
Okay, yeah, I'll pull it aside for you tomorrow.
We got our LSU Tigers here today.
I have a
trying
solid
to
food
punch
cover. I
the
just couldn't
ticket to
bring it. Put it in.
Omaha. I know y'all boys down on the bayou gonna be watching. Now, on the other hand, Tommy.
I don't even know who that dude is.
He's a first round pick, man.
Two-sport athlete.
I mean, so was Johnny Manziel.
Oh, he was a first round pick in baseball. He wasn't that good in football.
Oh, his hairline's seen better days.
Yeah, he's got some issues.
So who's up on the cameo for this week?
Shannon Briggs, part 2.
Oh yeah,
I wonder if he
gotta get
messaged me back.
you got to get Tito calling out
Zane
Nick.
Marks.
Casey, I'm trying to figure out how to see these votes.
Oh, you good?
I looked at them one time, so I know it's possible.
All right, well I know y'all getting off soon. I got to go eat because I got a deposition tomorrow.
Budo, good luck, man.
Have a good one.
Yep. Later, bro.
Easy polls and surveys. Is that where we're at?
Maybe.
Hey,
Questions, summaries. See, I didn't even know there was a spot on the website to vote. I've just been commenting. I have to
read the rules.
So I'm gonna have to go and make some new IP addresses. Going, what do you call that? The VPNs. I got the lead narrowly, not by much. 9 to 6. All right, that's gonna be 109 to
Man,
6
I didn't even
in
vote.
an hour.
I didn't even vote yet.
I haven't voted yet either. So yeah, it's 10 to 7. Your parlay hit?
Nah.
All right, boys.
Just in case we don't have an outro.
Oh yeah.
I think we do.
Wait, we just
Oh,
did little games.
yeah,
I don't
you-
think that. Yeah, I didn't sign up that little games. You gonna do it? And that was another Lil Game on the Group Chat podcast. Congratulations, Casey, with the win. And we'll see you next time. Lil Games Group Chat podcast.